what's up? John isn't here. It's your girl RMT. I'm hosting the podcast now, and John's not here, so I can do anything. We're going to talk about gacha games for 30 hours straight, and you have to sit there and listen. Yeah, exactly. There are no rules, so I can just say whatever. Like, Elvie's here right now, whatever.
I'm here.
This isn't. Yeah,
whatever.
You're here.
Whatever, indeed. Yeah.
Scott's here. Scott, you're here.
What's up? It's me, and I'm here to fucking what's up? Yeah.
Flip the table.
Spencer, you're here too.
I think I need to down all this coffee if we're going to be this low
okay, no,
for the whole podcast.
There's no rules, so now I'm just now we're stopped. We're back to normal. Welcome to NPR, and we're here to talk about video games today.
It's going to be a good. It's going to be a good podcast.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. John is on. He's in what? It's CEO Taku, right? That's what it's called.
That's the one.
Yeah. It's a fighting game tournament in Florida. I almost said Florida. Florida. You remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty talented. I don't know.
He's still around.
Yeah.
He's still around? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Semi-related. Did you ever see T-Pain do that cosplay of the dude from Tekken?
Oh,
yes.
It's pretty stellar.
That was cool as hell, man.
That was a quick response. So I don't know. Did he have insider information? What is going on?
I feel like he has infinite money, right? So he just probably got stoked and was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" and
pointed at the nearest designer. Is like, "You do this exact."
Yeah. Look at this one render that they released. Please make this immediately.
I don't know. I believe he might have. I don't know. Music culture, video games have this intersection. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he has weird insider, gets information. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
apparently
cool.
If he's hanging out with, was it Xavier Woods who posted that, or was it someone else posted it who was a huge nerd dude, right, on Twitter? And was hanging out with him or whatever. And it's damn, all right, cool.
I mean, he did a lot of WrestleManias, so...
Oh, yeah, you have to be fucked up to do something like that.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's really messed up if you think about it.
Okay.
What's your favorite Flowrider track? I like Welcome to My
House.
One.
The only one I know of is the one where it features Gacha. That was her weird debut.
Oh, yeah.
She's not credited on it. And
Round,
I was
right?
That's Gacha?
Was it Right Round?
One. Yeah, Right Round. That's her voice. I was that's Gacha. She's not credited on it. What the fuck? It doesn't say featuring Gacha.
I mean,
you have to
she's been through some shit.
I know, she's been through some shit. I'm glad she's in a better place.
Yeah.
But that's the only song I can remember by Flowrider.
Anyways, video games. Listen, we're all gonna take we're all gonna get our turn. We're all gonna get our chance. But I just need to talk to y'all about Cube World real quick.
Yes, please. This is really exciting.
Oh my god.
So I left literally as soon as he announced it. But literally, I was on vacation, and literally the first day, the Cube World man comes out of the woodworks, and he says, "Yeah, his name is Wolle."
It's very European, yeah.
Yeah, he's Wolfram von Funk, I believe is what his full name is. Anyway, he comes out of the woodwork. This motherfucker, okay, he posts one update every 4 months and keeps people the Cube World subreddit going fucking nuts. They're all going crazy for years, because this game, I don't know if you know, people listening, I mean, you're all well familiar because I never shut up about it sometimes. This game came out in 2013 as an alpha. It's just a Minecraft with voxels, not focus on building, focus on the RPG elements instead. And this game came out, and the dude went radio silent for years.
Yes.
And he just started posting in 2015, he started posting an update every 8 months of by the way, I added a ship in the game that launches people out of it, or something like that. It just come out of nowhere and say some shit like that, or something just completely insane.
Very minor things, yeah.
Yeah, so it became this holy grail situation, right? Where it's Cube World's never coming out, but you keep hearing about it, so maybe. And then this motherfucker comes out the day I leave, and he's by the way, Cube World's coming out on Steam in a couple weeks. What? So it's currently in closed beta. and the full release is coming out on the 30th. So I guess when this podcast comes out, it's probably out. But yeah, I've been playing it. I played like about 6 hours of it or so. Okay. And it's very strange because it's the first time I've ever seen one of these early access games where like a new build of it is basically a completely different game. Because the first one was like very focused on like, traditional RPG grinding, like fighting monsters over and over again, leveling up, going into skill trees. But now he's implemented like all these weird systems where you like never want to fight, basically. So there's gear and there's like exploration stuff and there's no leveling up anymore.
Yeah, it's more of like an equipment focused thing with like a bigger focus on exploration, right?
Right. But I don't even think it's all the way there yet, but I'll talk about that in a bit. But basically, like, when you do level up, in quotation marks, you get, like, stuff like, oh, you can climb a little longer, or your flashlight is brighter, or your boat is faster, or something like that. But the strangest thing to me is that all of the items that you use for exploration, like climbing gloves, or a hand glider, or a boat, are region locked. Which means if you leave, like, the small section of the map where you currently are, you can't use those items anymore.
Huh.
That's a bummer.
And the same thing goes for your gear. As soon as you leave a section, if you, like, move to, like, the tile that is over the arbitrary border in the world, all of a sudden your sword sucks, for example.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's like, I can sort of get what he was going for, right? It's like this sort of thing where it's like you want to like really thoroughly explore a zone instead of like Minecraft where it's like you'll burst through a ton of biomes, right? Just trying to find the one you like. But the problem is, there is stuff like ocean biomes that you have to travel with a boat. And if you don't have that boat...
Then you cross over and you don't have that boat anymore.
Yeah, like someone will say, give you a quest, for example, because the main thing is you just talk to NPCs who either say absolutely nothing, some random shit like, I love baby elephants, or a quest, and the quest is usually, oh no, a gnome's been kidnapped by witches in the forest, or something like that.
That's mean.
But sometimes they'll be like, oh, hey, can you go explore the ocean? And I'll like hop in my boat and go out into the ocean. And then my boat disappears once I cross a little line. And I'm just fucking sitting there in the middle of the water.
It's like the invisible like trading. Well, was it the border where like, nope, this is foreign contraband. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Can't bring it over.
Yeah, it's like
the TSA agent confiscating your boat.
It's like in Skyrim when you go to that wall that says there's nothing here, turn back or whatever, but it keeps letting you go and there is things there, but it's just miserable. So it's a very strange game. That's what I'm going to say about it right now.
Yeah, I've heard the like moving into new areas kind of explained a little bit as like sort of a new game plus in a way, because there are some permanent upgrades that you can keep, and then like the entire metagame becomes like exploring this area for this permanent upgrade, or not permanent, but like it sort of extends out into different area. Like you can hold on to an item that only goes so far, and then like you keep exploring to find more items that are like that, and maybe you can get items that are even further, stuff like that.
Yeah, so like the way it works is like once you clear a region or whatever, enemies start dropping plus items, which then work in the kingdom that you're in. I don't know what that means, by the way. I have no fucking idea. The game doesn't tutorialize anything or like explain.
That's
like,
kind of great.
So it is, and I can tell that's what he wants to do, like very deliberately so. Like, for example, I was just walking around and I just found this bell in a gigantic crater, and I picked it up and a little prompt came up that just said, this is the spirit bell. You can go to the spirit world. I wonder what's there. And I'm like, and you ring it and everything becomes Silent Hill and you're a ghost and there's just fucked up ghosts everywhere and it wears off after 20 seconds. And I was like, okay. Like, there's nothing in the game. No one tells you, like, oh, yeah, the spirit bell, damn, I bet you could do some shit with that. And then, like, I found out from hearing from other people that the reason you use that bell is to get through doors that are locked.
That's sick as hell.
Oh.
You know, like, don't get a key or something. Just become a ghost.
That's great.
Yeah, like, just die. Just die for fun.
Die for a little bit. Like, I found, like, shit, like a flute that teleports you to floating islands and stuff like that. It's, like, very weird in a way that, like, I'd say, like, older Zeldas were, where, like, you didn't, like, know what the fuck was going on and everything. And, like, I appreciate that to a degree, but I feel like there's a line that he could walk where he is tutorializing at least a little bit. Because, like, for example, I have no idea for the longest time, and still kind of, like, what half my moves do that I can do.
Right.
Because, like, there's no, like, there used to be a menu you could go into that, like, had the skill tree, right? And the skill tree would tell you, like, what you're unlocking and, like, what stuff you are going to, like, learn and what that move does exactly. Now it just tells you the name of the move.
So it's sort of roguelike-y in a sense.
Yeah, but I think, like, there needs to be something done with the way that game is set up right now, because now it's sort of like everything just sort of sucks until you get really good gear, and then everything's really easy, and then you just leave, and then it goes back and everything sucks again, and then it's really easy, and, like, it's just this really weird cycle that I hope he fixes. He has been, I will give him credit, he has been patching that fucking game every day since it came out in beta.
Yeah.
Like, he has been putting out tons of patches, which is, you know, reassuring. But based on how he said that when his site got DDoSed, he wanted to leave the world forever, I am not optimistic about him sticking around forever.
I mean, like, now that the game's out, I bet he's pretty committed to, pretty committed to keeping things on track with it. I bet it's pretty, like, I know he has gotten a lot of really harsh backlash because the game that is released is so much different from, like, the game that was originally promised. I think the changes are very exciting, and I think some players have taken to it in a cool way, but I don't know if everyone has, and if you do that kind of thing, like, people are going to be shitty about it, and that's a bummer.
Gotta love gamers.
I love gamers.
Right?
I always love gamers.
But yeah, that's Cube World. I'll probably have more of an update whenever the full game comes out. You know what my favorite thing is with shit like this? Is, like, when it, like, the beta is a week before the game comes out. And the same thing happened with Anthem and I'm trying to think of another game. But where, like, people will play it like a week early or something, and, like, all of the, like, gamers will come out and go like, oh, well, don't worry, in the full release they're going to come out with all the fixes that will fix it, like, immediately. They're just saving it for the full release. And I'm like, you clowns, like, why do you think this?
Let me tell you, development doesn't work like that.
I like the idea, like, I legitimately saw people saying, like, oh, they're saving the XP system for the full release. It's going to be unlocked then. And it's like, that's not how it works. You don't just stick on an entire game system. Anyways, that's Cube World. I'm going to play more in the future. But Elvie.
Yeah.
Tell me about something. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about,
actually, because it relates a lot to Cube World in a way.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to talk about Re-Legend.
Okay. Oh, I've heard about this, yeah.
Yeah. So Re-Legend was, one of those Kickstarter-funded games, from a couple of years back, like, I think 2016, 2017. And yeah, I'm a backer for it. And the premise of the game is essentially, what year did Stardew come out? This is going to be relevant, but
2016.
2016,
really?
Yeah. So this game was, around 2017, 2016 that it launched its Kickstarter page. And yeah, the premise of it is that it's an open world farming sim with monster raising elements to it.
I love
and
that.
Multiplayer. Yeah. And then the other aspect to it is that you can also play multiplayer, so there's kind of like a co-op thing in Promise. And for a while after the game pretty much successfully got funded, there was a little radio silence from the devs. And it turned out, I think, something happened in their offices. Like, I don't know, they had a robbery, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So then, so that kind of clarified some things. It's like, oh, I don't know, computer equipment got stolen. I'm like, oh, that's not great. You need that. they're not a big developer, they're like a team of friends, etc., and this is their only project so far. So, I think it's also like one of those offices too that share, like a shared co-space thing where like other companies are like sharing your space. So that's pretty bad for many people.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I believe that's what happened from what I vaguely remember. Like something happened, unfortunately, that kind of showcased like why there was like a weird silence. There was definitely some shame with that, where like they felt bad about like, they didn't know how to like express what happened. But then anyway, as of recently, as of September, they finally released an early access build of the game. So I've been playing that here and there, and like, yeah, it's an early access build. So, just to see like, just to reflect what people have been saying on the Steam page reviews, it's very mixed right now. I'm going to say up front, it's not good right now. It's not good right now. It's very rough. And it definitely doesn't feel like, it doesn't even look like kind of what the trailers for it initially promised. Well, not promised, but I would say suggested like for it to look like. My best way of describing the art style is that it's it's very chibi. It has this Toriyama kind of esque reference to it. I would say the best way to compare it is that it looks like the Dragon Quest Builders art style. It looks like that, like all the characters are like chibi, and it looks like that. And right now, the game is really rough and not polished. I think one of the biggest things that is hard to judge on a game, especially in this stage of development, is optimization, and like the game, it crashes a lot. Unfortunately, there's like a lot of problems right now. But again, it's like in early access. Nonetheless, I'm not really going to comment on the problems per se, because I feel like the problems are kind of, in retrospect, related to a bigger issue that I'd rather go into. But the fact that there are so many. So let's just go through the Kickstarter video game like category. You'll know what I mean. Like it's there. I think there are two. This is like a hot take. This is a hot take because this is probably me being like a gatekeeper, and like I understand. If you call me a gatekeeper, I'm like, there are too many indie games right now trying to be an open world farming, like let's be multi-genre, right. like post Stardew, post Minecraft, like
Rune Factory,
post Rune, yeah, like there's a lot of these games right now who want to be that next big thing.
There was that weird like post-apocalyptic like My Time in Portia, I think it was.
Yes, yeah, My Time in Portia is like a big one that I think is like one of the more successful like iterations of that,
because it got weird in a way.
Because it got I haven't sat down to play it.
Oh, what was the fucking Xbox 360 one where you had your avatar and you had all those little tiny creatures? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
What you're talking about. I cannot. Was it Tieflings? No.
It was something Lings.
Oh. No, we're all looking this up now. Sorry to derail you. I want to hear what you have to say about this game.
I want to know what this is. I vaguely remember what that was. I don't know what the name was.
I'm like,
what was that? But yeah, so like the game itself though it's like, I understand it's like it's very rough right now. Like one of the biggest things is like in the graphics department, it's like way too saturated. The colors are very rough, but also it could be just a case of like the 3D modeling process. They're probably just only so far putting those things in for the rough bare bones of the game, so it's at least playable. I can say that.
You know what isn't playable? A Kingdom for Keflings, which is what it's called.
Oh, that's what I found. I found a world of Keflings.
Yeah, that was the sequel. They were not good. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that right now. They were not good.
I remember
everyone played them because your avatar was in them.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm, and everyone was like, oh, cool, I can wear my Halo Reach beta hoodie in this game.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, though. Yeah.
No, it's not, because it's totally relevant. But yeah, there's just so many.
At the same time.
There's so many. Yeah, they all they all want to be a farming sim. And they all want to be open world and have this randomized Minecraft, and then they all want to have like some sort of dating sim element to it.
I know, that's the part that gets me, is because it's never good, right? It's not even good in Stardew, particularly.
Yeah. It's like, we can't just, and I feel like that. I don't know, like it's admirable, but then I feel like that's why a lot of these projects start off really rough or take much longer to anticipate, because they do want to just jump in and like throw in all those things into the hat and be like, we want to be that next big game that gets people's hearts and tugs at them, and like it's like, oh yeah, like all these charming qualities that people love.
Yeah.
in these sandbox like games. Also, you can like marry these cute, it's just there's just so many things.
People are underestimating how hard it is to implement systems into a game.
Right.
Like, especially when it's like one of their first games, which a lot of these end up being. Like,
it's gonna be really rough in the beginning. It's probably gonna take super long for it to finally reach a polished point. Like people, Stardew took like a near decade to develop. People like forget that Stardew didn't come out of like I recall, I do remember like back in the heyday when like Stardew's like development blog was like not on a GeoCities website, but it was on some sort of dated
it's like Angel Fire. Or some
it was
shit.
Angel Fire. I remember the early arts, the totally different artwork, like of like how some of the characters. I clearly remember that when it was just a one man.
I remember seeing like mods come out that were like, oh well, look, I recreated the old art style and stuff like that.
And nonetheless, it was by one person. Like at that point, that game took much longer than people conceived. So I don't know. It's just it's both something that's admirable to see how like this genre really has a huge impact on like the indie scene and like how like a lot of people gravitate towards, because people love Animal Crossing. People love that. Like I love Animal Crossing. You want that game that's just like, I want to immerse myself in this kind of big empty world, but it's not scary. It's not empty in a scary sense. It's empty because like I'm there to fill it. I'm like there to like explore and like immerse myself in it, and I want to be that, like I want to be that avatar to I want to self-insert myself in this world and just get immersed in it, get lost in it, and like everyone just wants to hop in on that, so I don't know.
I like how it has the title scheme that was used in a couple anime like a couple years back as well, with like the prefix.
Yeah.
What's with that recently? Like Neptunia did it.
There was Zero and Life and
like what are you replying to?
What is
the reply to?
The weird thing is like, so like for the Neptunia one, it makes sense, and I'm saying Neptunia because I know Walker's going to be editing this. This is for you, Walker. All right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But like that was like, it's a remake, right? So it's like, what the fuck's Zero? Like what the fuck is There was another one that was really weird. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We just said it basically. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's weird.
I had a fun Neptunia experience this week.
Oh, what was your fun Neptunia experience?
So I'm just hanging out.
Oh, you villain! I saw this. I felt so bad for that poor innocent soul.
No, they were not innocent. So I was just.
I don't think an RPer is innocent by default.
I was hanging out with my
gatekeeper over here. Dang, you're right. Yeah,
I am just saying.
I was hanging out with my friend Cleo from Jagalia Lost, and she was checking her DMs, and she saw she got one from a Neptune RPer. And we were just, it was from like a month or so ago, and I'm gonna see if I still have the screenshots of this. It was from like a month or so ago.
It made me cry.
It was pretty sad, though.
It was from 2 months ago. They said hello, and then I replied 2 months later with, "What's up?" Sorry, Cleo did, not me. But just having a normal conversation. Cleo was, asking her how she was doing, how can Cleo help, and they said, well, I wanted to hang out with my favorite character, if that's okay.
This is why I think you're a villain, is because like that's so like earnest and like, oh, like
I told them thank you for playing my game, and they said for the past few months I've been hurt by it, and Cleo said thank you, I specifically designed it to hurt people because it's funny to me. And we just kept going. It got a little dark. They went a little dark and twisted because they were actually a Joker, much like Joe Cleo. But that's a whole other situation.
Nep is like that, okay? Yeah, he's really twisted.
But anyways, they winded up. They didn't believe that Cleo was actually the real Cleo from Jagalia Lost because they didn't believe that Cleo enjoyed gaining massive amounts of power. Which is untrue. Cleo is a beast.
I wouldn't say that's true. She has like 4 alts, doesn't she?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Cleo doesn't need power. I can't even find Cleo on Twitter. And then they got very mad.
There ain't a grandma girl out there for me.
They got mad, they got sad, and then they blocked me. They blocked Leo. That's unfortunate.
I just feel bad for them still.
Don't please.
Know.
I'll send you what they actually said, and then you won't feel bad about it.
Bad. All right,
no, it's
never
bad.
mind. Don't show me. I want to live.
Okay.
I want to live in a world where you're the villain here.
Live in a world where Neptune is nice and clean and no problems whatsoever.
You're exactly right. That's what I want to live. Eddie Spencer.
Anyways,
yeah. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
We have a couple things we can do. Do you want to do your Final Fantasy minute, or do we want to go full hog?
I'll do the Final Fantasy minute because that's actually a small one because I don't want to spend like 30 minutes talking about that game.
All right,
yeah, for once. So I've been replaying Stormblood on some alternate characters for reasons, and I finished like the second expansion, Stormblood, on both of them. And I was like paying attention to the story on one and just going through and clicking as fast as possible on the other one, because the other one I'm kind of trying to see how fast I can get through the game, whereas the other one I actually started like months ago to kind of replay the game and kind of experience the story again.
I like that you're doing like a speedrun one now when you already did that one that was like in a day you fucking beat the game. Like,
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Much respect, though,
Is it
to
fine?
that. That's admirable. I think that's admirable.
Okay, well...
As long as you drank water, did you eat? I hope you ate that day.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, all right.
And I showered. I like being
all right,
clean.
good.
So, but the thing is, like, I was playing through Stormblood, and I was like, man, I really liked this expansion. And for people who don't know, the common sentiment in the 14 community, and I see this on the subreddit, I see this in, like, YouTube videos and comments and all this stuff.
You see it right here, my
I
friend.
see it right here, is that, like, Heavensward, the first expansion, is a good one, and Shadowbringers, the current expansion, is like the good one, if not the best one. But then everybody's like, Stormblood, I didn't really like it that much. And this reminded me of a trend that I've seen in other video game franchises. I've seen it happen in Pokemon, I've seen it happen in Zelda, and I've also seen it happen in Dark Souls. But basically, like, to illustrate it for 14, when Stormblood was current, a lot of people really liked it and were enjoying it. And then when Shadowbringers came out, or like in the time like leading up to Shadowbringers coming out, people like started to be more critical of Stormblood, going, you know what, some of these things weren't good. Which, that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying people shouldn't, like, turn a critical eye towards things once they've had some distance from it, because it's easy to be in that honeymoon phase of, this thing's new and out, and everybody loves it. And then when it's over, it's like, actually, maybe there were some things that could have been better. That's fine. But what's interesting to me is how, like, people will turn that critical eye towards Stormblood, but then won't turn that critical eye towards Heavensward, which had some other bad things. And I've seen this happen in, like, Dark Souls, where it's like, Dark Souls 1 came out, everybody loved it. Dark Souls 2 came out, people didn't really like it. And then Dark Souls 3 came out and Bloodborne came out, and people liked those. Sometimes this happens for different reasons. Like, the big thing that I remember when people kept hating on Dark Souls 2 was like, it wasn't directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, and that makes it bad somehow.
The B team.
Yeah, the B team stuff. With Zelda, it was like, I mean, like in the aughts, like, and even
Zelda,
like, in the aughts of Zelda, like, I mean, does anybody else remember how much like so many people said that like Ocarina of Time was their favorite video game, if not the best video game ever made?
Sure, yeah.
And like a lot of people kind of like, they saw Majora's Mask and would go, yeah, Majora's Mask is fine, but like,
and now it's the opposite.
And now it's the opposite, where everybody like, I think that happened around the time when all like the Ben Drowned stuff happened, that really like kind of added a little bit of mystery to Majora's Mask, and people were like, you know, actually Majora's Mask does some cool things. And so now
I think it's more that just like looking back on these games with like more critical lens, which a lot more people are doing. We're seeing that Ocarina of Time is more like a blueprint for Legend of Zelda, and is like a lot more dramatic. Or not a lot more generic, while Majora's Mask is really different and tries a whole bunch of like really different ideas and concepts that haven't been seen before in Zelda. And I think people come to appreciate that stuff more.
Sure.
I think that it's just that Majora's Mask came out on the Wii eShop and was finally on a console where the controller wasn't made for aliens, so people could properly enjoy it.
And then they also, like, they remade it for the 3DS.
That remake's weird though. Do you know about that shit? Like how like
I didn't play. I have the Ocarina of Time remake on the 3DS. I don't have the Majora's Mask one.
They like fucked like half the bosses in that game when they remade it because of the way that they changed the game, how the game worked and stuff like that. Like I think like the Water Temple boss is just straight up busted.
Weird.
That stinks.
Yeah, it's weird.
But like. So, like, but now in Zelda, it's like everybody loves Breath of the Wild, and then, like, when you mention, like, Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, they're like, ooh? But, like, people still...
I don't know her.
But people still really like Majora's Mask, and even still, like, really like Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past. So it's like, the trend that I'm hinting at here is just, like, the early stuff and the current stuff is usually, like, really beloved, and then, like, the middle stuff is usually, like, the stuff people focus on.
The middle child phenomenon.
Yeah. And like I saw it happen in real time with Pokemon, like starting from Gen 6, where when Gen 6 was out, like X and Y, a bunch of content creators and everybody on Twitter was like, man, these games are so fun. I love how like you can like use your friend code and you can have a cool like park all to yourself where like, you know, what's my Pokemon park type. Y'all remember that? Like the like the
that was
game stuff?
The friend parks?
Friend parks, yeah. And it's like basically friends on your 3DS like system, they would, if they had the game, they would like have a park all to themselves, and it'd be like a specific type, and it'd have 3 Pokemon, and so it was like trying to figure out who was what type or whatever. But then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, and people are like, actually, you know what, X and Y weren't that great, but Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, those games are good. Me. And then Sun and Moon came out, and people were like, actually, throw all of Gen 6 in the trash. It was garbage.
That made me upset because I hate X and Y. I'm going to tell you right now.
I bet
they're bad games, right?
I bet Omega Ruby and whatever Sapphire are totally fine. They're
great.
I hated X and Y playing them.
Me too.
They were so
the
boring.
only Pokemon games I never finished, and for the longest time, I thought I played it and I couldn't finish it, and I thought to myself, "This is it. I've outgrown Pokemon." I was like 18 or something, right? And I was like, this is it. And then I played Sun and Moon. I was like, actually, I played Omega Ruby, and I was like, oh, never mind. Oh, I'm good.
And that's the common sentiment. I'm not saying, like, people should like X and Y more. Like, no, like and dislike whatever you want.
No,
like,
obviously, I get you. I know people who really like X and Y because of the idea that it's sort of like a stealth reboot of the first one. And that's kind of cool, but I don't care. It was just not fun.
The big thing for me with X and Y, the big thing that I didn't like is that it introduced Mega Evolutions and then doesn't let you Mega Evolve until you beat the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Because you don't get access to all the stones. The only ones you get are like the Gen 1 starter that they give you and the free Lucario that they give you. But I was playing this at a time where Lucario was literally my least favorite Pokemon. So that Lucario is still at the top of that tower, having never been accepted into my team.
Yeah, that's sick. You are sick.
Yeah, you're a monster.
I know. But I've seen it, but like to wrap it up, like I've seen this trend in a lot of games, and it's just very interesting to me because like it's like turning a critical eye to older stuff makes sense, but then like not doing it for the stuff that you're really nostalgic for is really weird how common this happens. So, or at the very least, if people are being like critical of like the older stuff, they're not as vocal as the people who are like just, you know, dogpiling the last newest thing.
Listen, as the Skyward Sword liker, I understand completely because so what I really think it is that any entry in a series, and this tends to be the second one because they want to, tends to be more experimental. And like,
I mean, that's sort of a trend.
Like Dark Souls 2 did.
That's like sort of a trend, but I wouldn't take that as like a hard and fast rule. Like some sequels are just straight up sequels.
Well, I think in these cases at least, like specifically, like all the ones like you talk about are like the ones where it's like, oh yeah, they tried a bunch of stuff, and then like people were like even though I don't like Stormblood, they were trying some stuff, you know, like they tried certainly I think more things than they did in Heavensward. In terms of like game mechanics and layout of the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like that's part of the reason, like with Skyward Sword or like what was the other one? No, so let's just say Skyward Sword. Twilight Princess? Yeah. Twilight Princess is sort of like the go back to it and like be like, oh yeah, like it's Ocarina of Time again, but we're gonna try to do Ocarina of Time, but like, what if it was twisted, dude? I don't know. Like, what if Link was a dog and he was a dead skeleton at the same time?
Oh man.
And you have a mean girlfriend who yells at you, and they're like, "Damn!"
That's the one thing most people took away, though, from
what
game.
The mean girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame him?
She was the staying power, though, that kept the game afloat.
Yeah, I think she's affected the world as it is today.
Honestly,
really,
actually,
if you think about it.
That is Twilight Princess's legacy.
Everyone became like Frankie Muniz.
Yes, people shit. Right. Well, good for him, to be honest, but also I don't need right, good for him, but like it's one of those things where it's like good for you, but I don't need to notice. Like and I don't
need to see it.
Also, like poor Lizzo in question, like she has not responded to this at all.
Yes, she has.
Not said anything.
She did.
She quote tweeted the original tweet where he says he wants to be an accessory, correcting his spelling that it's actually spelled accessory.
Oh my god.
She's fucking right too, by the way, I was gonna
say. She's living her life. She's like, okay, I will play along. Okay.
I don't want to get too much into my Frankie Muniz opinions, but I feel like there is a certain kind of former child star that can get
put scorpions in his mouth.
That puts scorpions in his mouth and wakes up feeling like he got shot, and it felt so real.
I mean, he was also in race. He was in NASCAR racing, right? Briefly.
What?
And then,
he was.
Right?
Yes, I think so.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and there was that whole thing where he said like because of like head injuries, he like got amnesia and forgot about his production. Yes, it's a whole
yeah. He was.
Yeah,
basically,
he forgot all the head injuries from doing sports like that. He like forgot and has huge memory gaps of his time on Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh god,
it's fucking nuts. It's like, so in a way, it's like kind of noble that he's made it this far, but also he's now a strange person. But maybe he always was, right? And that's okay.
He just has no inhibitions now. Like
he's just
stopping him.
Yeah, after all that experience and he survived, like, to be honest, I get it. Like, he's like, fuck everyone.
There's a certain class of person that you can see this and you can think, that's okay. And it's exactly Frankie Muniz.
Apparently he revealed all of this on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's, oh god, I love Frankie Muniz so much.
DMs exist,
So hold
That's
on.
not the point. He's got a movie coming out.
Hold on. In
he's back to acting?
In June 2017, when asked about his health, he said he has no issues. On October 9th, 2017, on Dancing with the Stars, he revealed that he has suffered significant memory loss and forgot that he starred in his own shows.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So what's the truth?
Okay.
That's 3 months apart.
I don't know. Wait, he's back to acting again? He's
in a movie for the first time in a while, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, interesting.
He's like a leading role, I think. So
it's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Trying to take a serious
that's all I wanted
turn.
to talk about with Final Fantasy XIV, at least this time.
Yeah, sure.
I'm glad we got the Frankie Muniz thing in. I really wanted to talk about it. It was a perfect opportunity to throw that in there.
I was really close to just like linking the fucking
just like, anyways,
the image
guys,
on
how about
again.
Lizzo?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, all right. Resuming podcast. Okay.
No, that was all in.
Yeah, that was all in. Or just keep that in. Yeah. Okay.
So podcast resumes here.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
Forever poor
Walker. Yeah, Walker.
The poor
that
soul
poor Walker. All right, Scott.
Hello, Rose. How's everything going?
It's going. It's pretty good. I had a great time on my trip.
That's real cool.
And now I'm back here, and I'm ready to ask you about video. Which do you? No, you know what? Well, I know exactly what you should talk about. Tell me about Remnant from the Ashes, because everyone talks about it.
Everyone does talk
quite
about
like it.
And
everyone should talk about it.
Did you start playing it yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Because I know I was like streaming it in the Discord a little bit a couple days ago. And it's great. I love this game. It's really, really great. here's Remnant from the Ashes. Everyone is kind of describing it as a third-person shooter Dark Souls, and it, fits that mold. It uses the kind of Dark Souls structure of, here are bonfires, here's what you can fast travel between, you level stuff up based on, I can level it up to a +5 and a +10. Oh, this is a special weapon, so I can only bring it up to a +3 until I can get to the next one. It uses all the trappings of Dark Souls, but it plays nothing like it. It is, it instead tries to do it within a third-person shooter, which means something so much different than playing, a third-person action game. And where Remnant from the Ashes really, really succeeds for me is the shooting is great. The shooting is just fucking top-notch, excellent. I love this, it is a procedurally generated game in a lot of regards. Some of it could be better, in my opinion, but I always feel like the situations I'm finding myself in are very frenetic and interesting, and just navigating through them always feels really, really great. So you have a sidearm, a main weapon, and a melee weapon. They are all on the same trigger. If you're not aiming down sights, you swing your melee weapon. If you are aiming down sights, you use your guns. So that's the main way you're playing through the game. You also have a dodge roll. You can also sprint. There's a stamina bar. The stamina only affects sprinting and dodging, not melee attacks or shooting or anything.
God, I was playing Monster Hunter. I was playing 2 different Monster Hunters recently.
Okay.
And it really made me appreciate how the new Monster Hunter world made it so that weapons aren't affected by stamina.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was playing the old one and I was like, oh.
No, agreed. Thank God.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It was
God.
I can still play those and I still have a fun time, or whatever. But I was just like, oh,
yeah. It's just a little, sometimes I feel like game mechanics like that are just adding too much. It's like, oh, we gotta be realistic. No, you don't have to.
I'm fighting a T-Rex.
I am falling from 1,000 kilometers in height, and I'm okay.
And your sword blows up. Who fucking cares, dude?
It blows up, and it's 15 feet long.
But you might get tired if you swing it around too much.
Right. No matter how beefy my character looks, I still don't think my character would realistically be able to carry a weapon that big, in any capacity. It's fine.
It's monster magic.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what John Monster Hunter said when he came out on stage to talk about the new Monster Hunter game.
So,
and then he said, when you find out why they carry the weapons and hunt the monsters, you will regret your words and deeds.
So, for Remnant...
Yeah, Remnant.
where I feel like the situations really work for me, are in boss battles, scripted battles. A lot of out in the world stuff too is very, very, very engaging. But I feel like they really, really understand third-person shooters and shooters in general and know how to make them fun in the same way something like Doom is fun. Enemies have different times that they'll throw something or shoot you. Or will run up and attack you, and it's all about learning the different patterns of what can attack you, what kind of spacing you can get between everything, what you can sort of tank and what you can sort of avoid. There is a very, very large and interesting variety of enemies. The first area that you're in is you're on Earth. You're just straight up on post-apocalyptic Earth, and everything has sort of been taken over by tree monsters, Ents. And it's a very cool aesthetic and a very interesting premise, and then it takes some really, really wild turns I was not expecting. The places that you go in that game are so cool and interesting. The weird people that you talk to are great. Even the ones that are assholes, they're amazing. So when it comes to gameplay, I've had a lot of really great boss encounters where there's a main enemy. I've seen people complain that there's maybe a little too many ads, and I felt that in like maybe one boss so far has maybe been a little too overwhelming, but eventually you get down the rhythm of where the ads will spawn from, how many are coming, and how you can like best take care of everything that's coming at you. So it becomes a game of finding the rhythm in these like really tight third person shooting sections where here are the enemies that are coming at you. Here's the big one that you need to focus on in order to survive. And then you need to navigate around this so you are not taking too much damage. You are managing to conserve and find ammo off like ads, like extra enemies, because those are the ones that are going to drop it. Obviously, it's a third person shooter. Mm-hmm. It's a shooting game. And, you know, you navigate these situations much in the same way that you would like a Dark Souls, except it's a lot more fast, and it's faster, more frenetic than Dark Souls. You're tapping on a trigger a bunch of times to do a bunch of damage really quickly. It just feels really great to do. Everything feels so well designed, especially for a game that's largely procedurally generated. There's some stuff I don't necessarily like. It's pretty easy to see that enemies respawn way too quickly in some areas. Like, I was in a dungeon that I was streaming on the Chooch Discord, and there were just a shitload of enemies with guns that just kept coming in over and over and over again. And it's this really tense situation where they're just not stopping, and you just need to somehow navigate your way through. And the easiest way is like, you know, you hang back and you try to like pick off who you can and then slowly move forward. But if you keep doing that, you're going to get overwhelmed. So you kind of need to be a little bit more aggressive and move a little bit more forward. It's such a smart interplay in a lot of sections, but sometimes it can be really, really overwhelming. It tries to be difficult in the ways that Dark Souls is, but Dark Souls is also difficult within the constraints of the certain areas that you're in. Like, you don't get a lot of, enemies will just keep spawning. It's like, here are the enemies that are in this area. Here's the well-crafted situation that you need to get through. I think it's really interesting that the procedural generation manages to give you a very similar feeling, especially when you could, I've sort of gotten to the point where I can maybe see the seams a little bit easier, but when you're playing it from the start, it really feels like that same kind of handcrafted Dark Soulsian world. And that's cool.
I like when I was watching the stream, and I liked some of the enemy designs that were showcased too. Like, there were these big hulking like behemoth dudes who had did they have like mammoth skulls on them?
Yep.
That was really cool.
They had tusks on their hands that they were holding to use as claws.
Yeah, and then like there were the enemies who, because like it's a shooty game, so it's like, shoot them in the head. But then these enemies have, like you said, it was beehive type heads.
Yes,
where you don't want to shoot their heads because then they shoot out radioactive bees at you.
There's a lot of really interesting enemy designs that I'm trying not to talk too much about, because I think a lot of the joy in that game is coming in with a certain expectation and then just having that fucking ripped out from under you.
Yeah,
it's cool the way it handles revealing that kind of stuff.
My favorite one is obviously the floaty skulls.
That's Walker. Can you cut that one out?
Oh God.
I need that preserved. Do you know how cool it was when I first entered a dungeon and saw, like, after dealing with all of these weird tree monsters and then dealing with weird broody big men, just seeing a flying skull for the first time.
It's pretty good.
It's such a cool reveal. This game's great.
I'm excited to pick it up at some point in the future and play it with some of my girlfriends.
Come play with me.
Like a really good co-op game in the future. Okay, listen, there's so many games right now.
The co-op is really, really seamless. I've had people hop into my games before, and it's like, yeah, I'll come shoot some stuff with you. Sure, why not? I think the scaling might be a little messed up. Like if someone is too strong and they enter your game, all the enemies will scale up to their level, so you might be a little, under leveled to fight stuff in your own world. But that'll reset when they leave. So it's that seems like the biggest problem. But at the same time, it's not as bad of a problem as it could be.
I'm just glad to hear that procedural generation has come so far. From the days of Daylight. Do you remember that? Am I the only one who remembers that?
I have like a vague memory of Daylight.
It was the first UE4 game, or UE4 is the most recent one, right?
Think
or
so.
It's 5.
I'm not sure.
Whatever. I think it's UE4. Anyway, UE4, when it came out, the first game that had it was Daylight, this procedurally generated horror game. God, it's bad. It is so bad.
That as a concept does not sound amazing.
Oh no, it was really, 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 really bad, and I bought it immediately because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, I'm glad that we've come a long way because I think like procedural generation very much started, and it has to be this way to get better. But like, man, the seams were so easy to see all of that stuff for the longest time. I would say even as far as like a year and a half ago, I remember some games still being like, oof.
Yeah.
The Chalice Dungeons.
The Chalice Dungeons. I don't think it's perfect. I was talking about this a little bit with John and the boys, and I was talking about how a lot of games that I tend to like are ones that are sort of imperfect but are really trying something. I really like Metro Exodus, even though that's a game that has a lot of problems. I really like Pathologic too. I keep talking about how I want to jump more into that, but the little I've played has been nothing but a great experience.
I really want to as well. It doesn't run on my computer, so I've been very sad.
I'm still waiting for controller support. I know I'm waiting forever, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I feel like Remnant is sort of in the same mold. Like, if you... Like, it's not going to be a super hyper-polished AAA game experience. It sort of tries for it, but it's not quite there. Like, the scenes where you're talking to people in conversations, if you look at them a little too closely, it's like, I'm standing a little awkwardly. It's weird. I don't know why that's happening. But I feel like when it works, it really, really works. I like it a lot. I feel like more people should play it. The heart of the game is the getting in there and shooting and getting in these fun, shooty situations. And that's where it shines, in my humble opinion. It understands placement. It understands sending an enemy to you to divert your fire so you're not continually shooting at the big boss. Because the little ads can really fuck you up.
I've done a bit of Destiny raiding, and that's how I feel about when you actually fight a boss in a Destiny. Because I have always appreciated their explorative approach to a lot of their raids. But man, oh man, when you get to like the last boss, you just shoot it forever every single time, and except like you just whatever. It's dumb. I appreciate that. I appreciate the idea of focusing your attention. Why make an arena if you're not going to use it? Okay, that's what I'm going to say.
Some raids are better than others.
Sure, but I just remember fighting Callus and being like, "This is stupid." Puked on me or something. I don't know. It's dumb.
I fought that boss way too many times.
Yeah, it wasn't even hard. It was just like, whatever.
It's just like, I guess we messed up. I guess the people that are stuck in the alternate dimension are one of them just messed up once.
So we're resetting.
We all die.
Yep. Great.
Yeah. Ugh. That's raids. You got to be perfect.
Yeah, that's raids, even in Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my humble opinion. Remnant from the Ashes feels way better than a Destiny raid.
Oh.
Damn, there you go. That's either damning praise or damning criticism for you people out there. You can decide.
It's a good game. Check it out.
I just want to say, so quick aside. So, Spencer, you haven't done any of the raid for Final Fantasy, right? The Savage stuff? None?
Not for this tier, no.
Okay, so real quick for y'all. There's this raid, the first boss of the tier, when you fight it. it has this middle part where it just plays an entire summon animation from Final Fantasy VIII, like one of the long ones. Like,
right.
You're just fighting it, and they just cut away from the battle for like a full minute to just show this fucking full cutscene recreated in HD from FF8.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy.
Imagine every time the people messed up in the space zone, you had to watch that. And that's what rating in Final Fantasy is like right now. I'm going to talk about something very quickly, and then I'm going to hand it to Elvie so we can start our phone game, like, debauchery or whatever. Like, our, yeah.
Yeah.
Always debauchery, yes.
But so I played two things recently. I played Monster Hunter Iceborne. I just started doing that recently once I got back, and that's pretty fun. I have to say.
Oh, yay!
They added in like a gacha thing.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good because you don't pay for it.
Oh,
you don't. Any gacha where you don't pay for it is good.
That's
I don't know if you know this. You just walk up to this machine basically, and you just keep mashing buttons, and you get treasure out of it.
That's
and cats
great.
are like cheering while you do it.
Oh,
so
I love when cats
it feels pretty
cheer
good.
for me.
Yeah, exactly. They added a bunch of moves to like all the weapons, and like you can like climb on monsters and stuff, and it's, they did a good job. It's more Monster Hunter, and I'm glad Monster Hunter World was good. I feel like a lot of people were scared before the first came out, and then like it came out and everyone was like, cool. And then this is like, oh, they know what they're fucking doing still. Cool. Okay, it wasn't just a fluke. This is really good. And then I've also been playing Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm Curtain Call on the 3DS. It's great. Have any of you ever played Theater Rhythm, like the first one or this one?
It was the first one was the very first game I actually got for my 3DS when I bought it.
Oh.
Because I bought it relatively new, and it was one of the only games that was like out at the time.
Yeah.
So,
what did you think of it?
I liked it. It's probably it's definitely one of the rhythm games that I have stuck with the longest. So I'd be interested in seeing more stuff. Did you know like there's like an arcade machine for Theater Rhythm?
Yeah, it's good as hell. They update it like every week.
Oh, it's so.
I'm jealous because they have like
interesting.
modern FF14 music in it, stuff like that.
That's good. And the art style is like kind of neat.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's very different. But yeah, what about Curtain Call?
So Curtain Call, first of all, they had Nier Gestalt DLC, so instantly I'm one. My heart is one. They also had Chrono Trigger DLC. Romancing Saga DLC, like they were fucking went to town and pulling shit out for this one. But yeah, so this one, my problem with the original Theater Rhythm was it was very basic. You basically just played the songs in the order from the games or whatever. And then sometimes you got the dark notes or whatever, which were like hard remix boards, not songs, but just boards of like random songs or whatever. But this one has like a lot more structure to it. Because what I really liked about Theater Rhythm was it has different forms of rhythm game as opposed to just playing the same like way over and over again. It has like a battle mode where you're like battling something, and it has a field one where you're going along a map or whatever, and it has an event one where it's just going in a circle while it plays you cutscenes. And I like that at least mix up in presentation at least, because it really helps like make it feel like you're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Which has been sort of my problem with like playing Persona games, the Persona dancing ones over and over again. Yeah, so like in this one, they even went as far as to add like a little mini like quest mode where you have a world map and stuff like that. And you get to go to like, it has like randomized songs and stuff like that. And yeah, there's like bosses and treasure or whatever. There's so many characters you unlock. Like there's 2 clouds and they just call one of them Cloud number 2. And I think that's funny.
Is that the Advent Children one?
Yeah. There's Cloud number 2, which really, since Zach is there, should be Cloud number 3, but whatever. There's like
Zach is Cloud number 0.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Shit. That's what Nomura would say too.
He's Cloud Crisis Core.
But yeah, like there's Yuna number 2, there's Lightning number 2, there's
That's so
Tifa
fucking
number
weird.
2. Orin number 2. There were 2 Orins, even though he's only in one game.
Like young and old, or
yes. Well, it was like the one where he's wearing the samurai outfit, and the other one where he's wearing, I forget, the Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit or something.
Oh, right. Okay. He was in Kingdom Hearts.
He was in Hercules' underworld, where Hades had enslaved him. And then at the end, he turns into the fucking fireflies, which I think is always really funny to me. But yeah, it's really cool because like having that sort of structure and like goal in the songs that you're playing without having to play literally every song from Final Fantasy VI in order is cool because it's like it pulls from your DLC too. So it's like, oh, I'm going along this map and I'll play like, for example, the field theme from FF6 and then go into fucking, I don't know, the Chrono Trigger Magus boss fight song or something like that. It's really nice and a cool, like, it makes me wish that Square Enix would literally just do Square Enix theater rhythm and have like Kingdom Hearts songs and stuff and like that in there because they have so many games and all of the music from most of their games is fucking kick ass. So like, I'm just thinking like Nier Automata stuff, you know, like have that, like it'd be great. But yeah, I've really been enjoying that. And the only other thing I have to say is that I opened Yokai Watch 2 and it played a dubstep version of the dub theme song.
Oh, cool.
That they did for the anime and it scared me. The song goes, yokai are everywhere, causing you problems, messing up your hair. But they put a dubstep beat behind it and kept like making it go, whoa, boop, boop, boop. And I was like,
I'm going to
okay.
listen to this when we're done.
It's kind of scary. I'll find it for you later. But, all right, LV. You know, I didn't even realize you had some other games you want to talk about. If you want to talk about that and then go into your dating sim stuff, like by all means, go ahead.
The anger in your voice, Rose. You're dating sim stuff.
I love to hear about it. Listen, LV has a way with words.
I might save it for last because it's a lot.
Yeah, sure.
I'll start on a positive note. I'll my midsection part here. This will be wholesome. This will be the nice part. The end. I will have my finale in like an explosion.
Your finale.
God. So Later Alligator is great. It's so good. So Later Alligator is a point-and-click puzzle game. Point-and-click adventure. Well, I wouldn't call it adventure because you're not really exploring a huge world, but it's a point-and-click puzzle game by and like people may not know their names unless I'll say what they did, but by an animator couple, Lindsay Small and Alex. I mixed up their name, Lindsay Butera and Alex Small, but they're married now, so they're both the Smalls. And they're an animated couple who's known for doing the Batman Pyre-Man series.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so that's like their biggest thing in terms of like their most famous work on the webs. And yeah, they decided to, I'm not sure actually what was the production history behind it, but nonetheless, they animated this game. It's a very cute game in which it's a world inhabited by, at least the world you're like honed in on. It's a world inhabited by anthropomorphic alligator people, and it's very cute. It's very cute. Everyone like all the character designs are very stylized, and every single character is very unique. And like there's this obvious like clear like. I mean, they're animators. They're very good. They're very good animators, and when you see it, it's like, oh wow, yeah. There's like it's very thoughtful design. It's well produced. You're playing this unnamed PI/detective. I'm not. It's not clear up front who you are in the beginning, so I'm not going to go into it and spoil it. But you're going in helping this poor little, very nervous, social anxiety-ridden alligator named Pat, and he's convinced his extended family's trying to murder him.
Oh.
So you're there to help his case, and he's like, you're here to help protect him and stuff, and like yeah, basically you go through the world of alligator New York City. It's wonderful. And you basically go through the map of the city, like talking with all these different alligator characters who are either extended family or people Patrick the alligator know, like just to get down and to figure out like what's the deal going on, because Patrick is paranoid about a particular date that people have been mentioning for some reason, and he's convinced his extended family's trying to kill him basically. And like oh yeah, they're gonna rub me out. And it's the game is so good because it's not at first it seems like it's very anachronistic because your character clearly has a cell phone, and like there's other things, like there's other hints of technology, etc., and things like video games are talked about. But like the way the game is rendered, it's like in this kind of half. It's not fully grayscale, but it's very subdued grayscale over like like there's elements of green in here and there to emphasize the alligator skin color, etc.
Is it trying to go for like a 50s noir kind of thing?
Yeah, it is, but it's clearly in the modern day.
Right,
it's really funny. Like it's just like, oh yeah, you're like
it's a good juxtaposition.
There's like elements and aesthetics of like vintage New York City, like with the way the car models are, etc. But meanwhile, no, this is clear in the present day because there are characters talking about like cell phone usage and social media, etc. But then, meanwhile, some characters are literally dressed as if like they're like 1920s mobsters. It's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you're like basically going around like in this city and going through this map of just talking with these characters, and most of the game really is comprised of different puzzles and mini games. So my best comparison for this game in like a very positive way is that this game is very similar to Puzzle Agent. For anyone who has played Puzzle Agent, like Puzzle Agent also is also like produced in like it also uses 2D hand drawn animation also to execute its concept.
I'm watching its trailer and it looks very slick.
It's very good. It's very
it's definitely going for the noir thing. This is cool. I like this.
Yeah, it's really good. It's well produced. So there's no voice acting, but like the way the game is written too, it's like, each character is very distinct. It's really funny. It's very funny in like wholesome way, like in wholesome ways. Actually, and I don't want to spoil the game, but again, I highly recommend people to play it because it's easy to go through, and it's one of those games where it actually encourages you to replay it multiple times because there actually is.
There's like multiple paths.
There's not multiple paths, but it's one of those things where there's like a collectible, there's like a collected kind of feature to it where like unless you get 100% of like, oh yeah, you met every single family member, or things like, oh, you got every single piece of this hidden item you have to collect. Puzzle Agent was similar where there were hidden items you had to find, and like you wouldn't be able to like proceed with a proper ending unless you like went 100% or like properly finished each puzzle 100%. It's similar in this regard. Later alligator. There is like kind of like a fake out ending, I'll say up front, like when you first play it. But yeah, there's like things like that where unless you 100% like the collectibles of the game or the secrets of the game, like there's actually more to it than it seems.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it's a very family friendly game to play, and like a lot of the like darker stuff that's in it, it's not weird, but like it's just a really funny game. Like even though like I just finished my second playthrough of it, and hopefully my third playthrough will be okay. This is it. I'll get the true ending this time. But there's like a lot of playful like parodies and references. So there is one character in particular who actually I don't know if I should say, but like there's a couple of characters who are like clearly like direct references to some like famous characters or some other video game character. Other video game characters, but in a way that isn't like cringy or like it's funny. Like it's like, oh, okay, if I didn't know this reference, it's still a funny thing. And there's like a lot of mini games where they're not really mini games, but they're kind of like a fake. I don't know. Like
the trailer advertises over 25 mini games. So
over 25.
25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really easy, quick thing to go through. But at the same time, like, oh yeah, there's like more to it than meets the eye when you first play it. But I don't know. I still like again, like I'm entering my third playthrough, and like a lot of jokes and like a lot of the wordplay and like how well written this game is. It's like it's still funny. Like I don't know, just the way like it's just a really well thought off like execute game, and like it has a lot to offer in terms of like, if this is not really your thing, like it's just a really funny game.
Yeah. It seems really charming.
Cute game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like honestly, like from what I from completing the first few rounds of the game, like it's like, oh yeah, this is like I think definitely up there in terms of like a game I really think is one of the best for me personally in the whole year. Because it just has a lot to offer too. Like again, it's not straightforward puzzles. It's just like I don't know, I feel like it's one of those games where this feels like an interactive film experience in a way, because again, like some of the games are really that easy that it's just like, oh okay, I'm just like playing along in this like bigger story of like trying to figure out like what the what is the deal with these alligator people and like and the really weird characters that you run into. It's I think it's like a really clever game, and I'm glad to see that like traditional animation is kind of like really prospering to and finding its place in like indie games too. Like I
oh
really
yeah, like Hollow Knight and
Greece.
Cuphead.
Greece is one of them. Yeah, Cuphead.
Oh, Greece especially. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Like it's nice to see this cross section where a lot of these like comic artists and animators are going into indie game development. And it's kind of cool, especially a lot of them were in which they I don't know, they wrote, like a lot of them are like people I followed and admired like on the internet from afar, like, you know,
sure,
maybe,
yeah.
Like I followed them from like Newgrounds, you know, like moving forward. It was like and I was like, oh cool, that's cool. They're like getting into games development, and now they're like crossing over into like the same world as these other people I follow. And so, you know, it's just really cool to see that. Yeah, it's a really cute game. Highly recommend. I really love it. It's definitely a game that's up there for me this past year. I mean, I like it's hard to like go more into it because a lot of the game really, I think the enjoyment out of the game really is like going in and reading the dialogue. You know, like it's a dialogue heavy game where like I think
it seems narrative focused, you know? So it's like it's hard to talk about without actively spoiling. So I get you.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a fun, goofy game, and it's like, it only brings a smile to me. Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, okay. It's like,
that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Sounds cool. All right. Do you want to save yours for after our phone nightmare world, or do you want to like?
No, yeah, please. I don't want to like.
Listen, I want to hear it.
You do. Everyone does. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So save the best for last. I get you. All right. I'm gonna do the news first. Actually.
Are you
we don't
sure?
have a dedicated news segment. Yes, I want to do the news first, and then we'll do it. Okay. All right. So news. Couple things. First of all, the Sherlock Holmes games. Y'all ever play those? They're funny.
No.
I've seen playthroughs of them. They're fucking bad.
Have you ever
shit. What
seen
the
like
fuck?
the Watson like?
Yeah,
the
weird
creepy Watson. Yeah.
I'll never forget that giant bomb interview. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
I
yes,
know
I
what
do.
you're talking
Oh, you know what
about.
I'm talking about too? Yeah,
Yes.
where like he shoots Sherlock Holmes and kills him. I think about that like all the time. Anyways, that developer, and this seems to be like a traditional licensing thing.
Okay. So this is interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about it first.
Well, so you talk about it first, and then I'm going to describe it.
I would like you to explain it, and then I would like to share my thoughts.
Okay. So the developer, whose name is escaping me, it's
Focus Home.
Frogwares is the developer.
The developer's
Focus Home is the publisher.
Yes.
I was trying to remember. I was like, was it Frogger? Froghole?
Wait, Frogger?
Oh.
Frogger?
Yeah, no, it's Frogwares, which is fine. They put out a thing on Twitter, which I always hate when people do this, by the way. It's a little pet peeve of mine. It scares me whenever they put like I opened up WordPad and then I took a screenshot of it.
That makes me so nervous. It always makes me
every
so
single
nervous.
time
like,
it's for bad news.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, because most of the time it's always some asshole who is like apologizing or putting out some
The worst one I have ever seen. Okay, the worst one I have ever seen is Rami, the developer of Nuclear Throne, announced his divorce through one of those, and I was like,
what?
I was like so blown away by that, like. But people, if you're listening, don't do this. Never do this, okay? Don't do it.
I'm gonna like start putting some nice stories in notepads and tweeting those.
I just want you to all know that
story.
My cat ate all of their breakfast today, and I'm very happy about it. Thank you for sparing with us in these times.
You know how some people like there's like a whole system and like there's different, not companies, but there's like different initiatives and collectives doing this thing where like like handing out random short stories or random poems or pasting it on random things. Some like corporations do the thing where they put it on like the drink cup, etc. You know, like that's wholesome. I appreciate it. It's like, oh, okay, that's cute. Something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so anyways, here's what they did with their little thing.
It's not wholesome, this story, though.
No. So they announced basically on Twitter that their publisher, Focus Home, wasn't giving them the IDs or IP stuff for Sherlock Holmes back because their licensing agreement ended. They didn't explain, like, how the licensing agreement ended. They didn't say whether they ended it themselves or if it was just a natural type of thing, but they did seem to imply that, like, it wasn't part of their contract that they would lose that stuff or that, like, anything like this would happen. Right now they have to figure out, like, how to relist it and stuff like that. And it's very strange. What were you thinking about it, Scott?
No, keep going. It's fine.
Oh, well, I don't know what else there is.
Okay,
they basically said they're going to try to fix it right now, but that they don't know what they're going to do to fix it.
So as I understand it, the previously to this, Focus Home did not have any kind of, like, and this I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. So this licensing agreement that they came up with is a new thing for them. Like, they only recently put this into effect. And it seems like the sort of thing where it happened, like, right before Frogware, their whole situation with Frogwares went down. No one really knows right now what exactly is going on. I have my skepticism of Frogware, but that's my own personal bias. I feel like they probably tried to pull some
Frogware.
Weird, shady
Sherlock
shit.
Holmes motherfuckers. You can't trust them.
I don't know. Something about Frogware is like, this is not a
they
factual
made the post,
thing.
Right?
This is not
they made the notepad post.
They made a notepad
that removes
post.
all trust.
Yeah, of course. This is not a factual thing. I don't want anyone to take what I'm about to say as fact or face value. But the impression that I get from Frogware is they're a game development company. They make games, but, like, it's maybe some kind of weird mob front. I don't know. That's just what it
Here's
feels like.
fucking manifesto against Frogware.
That's what it feels like whenever I see one of their games. There's
I've
a pizza place
that.
in my old town where a guy, when I would call them for a pizza, they would go, "Yeah, what do you want?" And I would tell them what kind of pizza I want. And they're like, "Uh-huh." And then they hang up. And it's like, I know for a fact this pizza place is maybe doing some other stuff on the side. But they still make pizza. And that's the same impression I get from Frogware. That is not fact. That is my own personal bias.
Here's my own personal bias. I'm going to say that making pizzas is more valuable than these Sherlock Holmes games. That's my hot take. I'm busting out for you. I'm sorry. No offense. Listen, I'm sure those games are fine. I just always found them very funny because, like, all I've ever heard about them was, Watson shoots Sherlock Holmes and kills him. Right. Because he's become twisted or something, and
so twisted.
There's the creepy Watson following you around, and that's all my impression of that game. And
it's all I know of them too. Like, I never played them. Never really seen much of
Has anyone?
Hongos.
That's my question. Has anyone
played those games?
They
say that, but have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen someone play it?
You got me there.
That feeds into the theory, mob front, because who is buying these games?
Yeah, you just keep hearing it. Oh yeah, people play these games. People order pizza from that place all the time. What do you mean?
So yeah, this is the same company that made The Sinking City, which is that recent, very
I like that one.
Very divisive.
Yeah, that like Cthulhu and Lovecraft inspired adventure
very
game.
Divisive. Yes.
It seemed like maybe a chore to play, but also they maybe didn't handle stuff like racial relations the best way.
Color me shocked. The people who make Sherlock Holmes and Lovecraft games apparently aren't exactly the keenest people around.
Oh God. Also, they have their own IP on Sherlock Crimes and Punishment. That's fine. That makes sense. That's their own IP. But it still fucking boggles my mind that they try to claim that as their own IP. Because Sherlock Holmes is like a public domain character.
Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain right now, for a while.
Hey,
for a couple years, actually.
Fucking Castlevania tries to claim Dracula all the time, so, like...
But by that token, they're not allowed to publish those games. Or they're not allowed to... They don't have IP rights to them, which is still strange. But it's like... But that's because Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment is its own thing. So, like, I don't know.
You're damn right it is.
I'm hoping that they get their licensing rights back, but like, I don't know what kind of deal was going on between them and Focus Home. Focus Home also like has put out a bunch of. I'm not trying to like paint Focus Home in a positive light because I bet the thing they pulled was really shitty. Like it's like, a fucking scummy thing to do.
That's where I'm at. Where it's like any company that like just takes something down and is like, I'm not going to let you, or like I'm going to make it a hassle for anyone to do anything with this when they're not gaining anything from it is so like fuck off, dude. Man, I don't.
From a consumer perspective, it sucks. That's like the biggest takeaway. But at the same time, Focus Home is still the publisher that's put out like a lot of really good games this year. It's hard to like completely discount them. I don't know. It's the kind of situation where you can't really tell who wronged who on each side, and you don't really. It's hard to try to put into words like what the bad thing that's happened between each person is, but you can at least say that what Focus Home has done is bad for consumers.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. It's all
so
very.
You know what else is
it's
bad
all
for
very
consumers?
hypothetical. It's like speculation right now. We don't really know all the inner workings of this deal. All we really know is that the deal happened very recently. That is not a new policy for them. Publishers or developers that have left them previously have been able to retain their IP rights. So it feels responsive in a way that's shitty, in my opinion. I don't know if that's totally true, but that's the perception that you can get from that.
You know what else is shitty?
What's up?
Mario Kart on the phone.
Doesn't seem great.
Which came out. So first of all, I've been joking about this for months. I keep saying every time Nintendo came out in their quarterly report, and we're like, by the way, the Mario Kart Gacha game's coming out soon. We're really liking how it looks. I was like, fuck you. What are you talking about? Mario Kart Gacha game. Oh my god. And it came out and it broke all records for most downloads on the first day, which of course it did because it's Mario.
That's not surprising. That's like not weird. That's not the anomaly here. What the anomaly is like, why is Nintendo? Why? Just why?
Just
well, no.
why?
Here, let me complete the question.
Yeah?
Just why? Why? Okay, every Mario mobile game Nintendo has been putting out has just been a disaster in terms of like how they're handling like the premium. Like why? Like I don't understand. I don't understand.
So something that really gets me about this game,
it's very strange,
is so it has a gacha component.
Yes,
again.
but it's basically a subscription model.
It also has a subscription model on top of it.
It is both.
Yeah, it's like why you don't need.
Yeah, so it has a subscription model, which is insane for a gacha game. By the way, I have never heard of a gacha game that does that. The fact that Nintendo is breaking ground into this stuff is like.
Is it just Nintendo developing or Nintendo and partnering?
It's Dina.
It's Dina. Okay. One of the big.
DNA.
One of the big mobile. That they've been working with for like a lot of their mobile IPs so far. Yeah.
But so listen, the thing that really gets me is first of all, their Mario Kart game didn't launch with multiplayer, which is extremely funny to me. And two, the game has a gacha component, and that means that racers are just better than another one, which even in single player is
raises a lot of questions.
Like at that point, can you even call it a race? I don't like if like a lot of the racers' cars are just flat out better than the other ones, and they can just throw a bomb at you and you can't.
How exactly does the gacha work? Is it like
you get a racer and they have a car and they have stats and they also have an item. They have a signature item.
Okay. So they're not sectioning off like, oh, here's the car that you pull from this gacha, or here's the parachute that you get. Okay, so whole character. So it's just a full character kit. That sucks. I hate that.
It sucks really bad.
Fuck that. Don't like it.
I heard you have to pay like $20 to buy Mario outright or something like that.
No, what it is the subscription is $20 and Mario is included.
Man, that's... So
you don't even have Mario on default
no,
to the main character? What the
you have like a Koopa or something,
Don't
right?
Get Mario and Mario
as your first character.
I know.
What?
So the thing that really gets me, and I feel like this could have been their easy way out and like been a real win-win, is if they included that subscription thing with the Switch Online or something, right? Like you're subscribed to Switch Online and you get that Mario Kart shit bundled in, you know?
I feel like I don't think they would do anything like that because
I don't think they would do anything like that either because they're goddamn monsters. But
right,
I'm just saying it would be a good idea.
I'm just thinking of it from a practicality perspective because the Switch Online like very much is just adjacent to Switch stuff, except for if you want to talk with your friends, you have to use a phone app.
No, you can download the phone app. It's great.
I know, but it's but that. I don't feel like that should play into stuff outside of the Switch. Like, there's so many different, like, layers to that, to the point where it's like, if you have a Switch subscription, that counts as this subscription too, is like, that's like good in theory, bonus, but they're so... The companies behind those two things are so far apart, even though they're both under the Nintendo umbrella, that... it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would ever be viable.
Yes, but man, they just fucking made it so that you could only buy a controller if you had Switch Online. So I'm just saying, like, they clearly are sickos over there. I don't know. This game sucks, and it's pretty bad, and I feel like a lot of people are going to really hate it very quickly, even quicker than, like, people bounced off of Mario Run pretty quick, right?
Not really, because Mario Run was like... Mario Run isn't
for like a week. People were like, "Oh, Mario Run's really cool," but then that next week happened.
But it's not a gacha game. Like it's not a persistent game. It's like it has a set of levels that you play through and finish.
Better example: Pocket Camp. No one, like three people that you know, play. Not anymore. They don't because they're all quitting now because it's gotten really bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that and also like people were playing Pocket Camp because they
filling
didn't
the
have
void.
an Animal Crossing game for 50 billion years.
Also, this is the thing that gets me also, is like, so Mario Kart 8, you can buy that for the Switch right now, and the Switch is a portable device. Why don't you just fucking buy that? Why would you play this Mario Kart game?
So the other fun thing is Mario Kart 8 is like $40, and I believe the subscription for a year is something like $60. So it costs less to buy actual Mario Kart than it does.
Not even
to
taking into account gacha purchases that you might make.
Right.
Just buy the fucking
Dr. Mario is also like a great example in retrospect in relation to Pocket Camp because people who wanted a very specific Dr. Mario game hasn't had one in years as well.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. And again, like, because I reviewed it, if you want to read, go back and read it.
Yeah, you did.
But anyway, I played that thing up to like a good point. Like Dr. Mario could have been the perfect mobile game because in itself it fits all the qualities of like, puzzle games do really well on a mobile device because that's what people are like, this is a thing that doesn't require a lot of brain power, but it still has a challenge where I'm going to be interested in this. And yet it failed in that department because it had like weird difficulty spikes that forced you to that pressured you into the idea of spending just to like move forward. And like again, it also had characters too.
And then Nintendo was like, "Damn, we did such a good job with that. Like, we should try it with a kart racer."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nintendo gacha games.
Oh yeah, you want to go now? You don't want to talk about the molds?
Well, we're in gacha hell.
Mold should be
we're in a gacha hell. Yeah, let's just stay in gacha hell.
Finale.
Yeah, that should be the grand finale. I think that's a good ending point.
Just saying that people already know what it's gonna be. So
it's fine. We need to talk about it
because the people already know, and that's fine.
Yeah, celebrate it with us later.
Speaking of Nintendo gacha games.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah, everyone's talking about Fire Emblem here. Have you heard about this little game called Dragalia Lost?
It's Dragalia Lost.
Whatever. No one says it like that.
I was getting really mad watching that video, Scott, because she kept saying Gala Dragalia instead of Gala Dragalia. Fuck that. No, you do not pronounce it Gala. I do, but I put a Y there instead. Like,
yeah, you have a purpose for
yeah.
Dragalia lost his experience. Is currently in the middle of its first anniversary celebration. It's been a whole year since it launched.
Oh man!
Oh, and it's still going.
I still play it.
They're making improvements, honestly. Like, unlike the other Nintendo games, which seem to just fester over time.
I have some feelings about some of the improvements that are less than positive. But during this anniversary, it's great. So if you are like a lapsed player or like someone who's maybe interested in getting back in or hasn't played before and has seen this and is like, oh, I want to try it. This is a great time to get back into it because they're giving people fucking buttloads of stuff. Just so much shit. Okay, so here's what we have. For 10 days, everyone gets a 10-fold summon a day.
Just wow.
That's
Grand Blue.
That's generous.
10 straight days. And then, like, they're also just giving people on top of that, like, shitloads of Wormite. There's a whole fucking, like, 10-day thing where on day 2 you get a new 5-star fully unbound version of Midgardsmer, which is like the starting dragon, except it's a mini chibi version and it's called Mini Mids.
I really like it a lot.
You also get a bunch of really good stuff, like in day 9 you get a guaranteed 5-star dragon, which is very useful. It's also, on top of being an anniversary, it's also a gala celebration, and what gala is every 2 months, they release a new, hyper-overpowered character that is, like, fucking absurdly strong. I don't necessarily like that aspect of it, but during gala, like, rates on 5-star drops are increased. The gala characters that they've released are all available during that time. Outside of gala, they're just gone. You can't get them. So right now we have like an extra long gala, and a couple on like, I forget the exact date, but like in a couple days, I think on the 1st, there's going to be a rate up on gala characters specifically. So if you wait till then to do some like major pulling, you have a high chance of just getting any of these really great characters. It's just all of the shit just crammed into it. There's just a whole, like, it's a great time to be playing this game. I play so much of this game. I have waited so long for this. I saw Anniversary was coming, and I was like, thank you. I have been holding so much Wormite. I'm going to spend all of it. And I have gotten the new Cleo and the new Yuden, which is the new character. Yuden is the main character in this name.
Excuse me, they're called the
Gala Prince. But when you look on the actual character profile, it says your account name in the name slot.
I just want you to know, I've been really, I have a thing against Yuden because, like, Grand Blue lets you be a girl, and they don't let you be a girl in this, like,
you can be whatever character you want to be. It's just that the main character is this character, and
I have to look in the story and see them, you know.
And also, that main character is whatever you name your account. So Garfield 69 has been having so many great adventures.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of events going on right now. Like, there's a bunch of extra endeavors going on to help you get resources. There's a shitload of double drop events where a whole bunch of drops are spawning. It's fucking absurd. They added a new mechanic, to your, like, Halidome, which is the construction zone thing. It's this stuff called Honey Tea, and it's on your castle, and when you click on it, it just gives you a boost of stamina that refills over time. And stamina is like it's stamina. It's stamina. You know what stamina is if you play Gacha. Mm-hmm. It's the energy that you need to play the game. And this is just like, hey, here's a shitload of extra energy. That's cool. I like that. But that's just a thing that everyone has now. It's neat. I've drawn so many I've drawn so many dragons during this event.
Yeah.
I want more.
I was trying to get Mim, and I did like 200 pulls, I think, and I was trying to get Mim, and I got not Mim. But I got a lot of dragons that were pretty hot, so.
I have Mim.
Well, it must be nice to be you.
It's great. The only Gala character I'm missing is Ranzel, which is the the big man with the sword.
I only have Yuden. I only have the Gala Prince, and it's pissing me
good.
off. I like literally. No, I like all of the other ones, and I don't like him. So
here's the thing: is that he actually pairs really. So before this, every single like weapon type of character had an assigned co-ability. Like all swords had like extra shapeshift prep, stuff like that. And you wanted to build your character with a diverse set of weapons to give you like the best set of buffs. Gala Prince, Gala Yuden, whatever you want to call him, has a unique co-ability. So you can pair him with another sword user on light teams. And turns out the other sword user for light teams is Albert from Grand Blue, probably the most popular one that's going to be used, and he's fucking absurd. So you just have these two really overpowered sword characters just on light teams now, and everyone's going to do that. I'm doing it. It's great. I love it. I'm having such a good time playing Dragalia Lost.
I'm happy for you. I really am. I have two comments.
Yes.
One, they should release Dragalia Lost on the Switch, and then I'll play it more. I agree. Two, the fucking watching that, and at the end the man just comes out and goes, oh by the way, Mega Man's gonna be in Dragalia?
They're doing a Mega Man event.
Why Mega Man?
I like it. I don't know why Mega Man. They haven't said anything else. So the only other crossover event they've had before this, aside from Albert, the Grand Blue character, just being in the game for some reason, is they did a whole Fire Emblem event that was really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I have all those Fire Emblem characters, and they're all great.
They put more effort than the Fire Emblem Heroes developers do into their game in the crossover event.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what the Mega Man event's gonna be.
I hope Proto Man's in, because if Proto Man's in, I will die.
Probably. I mean, we don't know. Probably. We'll see.
Imagine if they just go crazy and they're like, here's Woodman, guys. He's a Son of the Wood adventurer. Like, this fucking Woodman.
I mean, one of the characters you could get in the Fire Emblem event was Veronica, the antagonist of Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh, she's the best.
I love Veronica. Well, she's great.
She's just some might say she's the real hero of them all.
Yeah, it's true that is the fact.
Oh. Okay.
Play Dragalia.
Play your Dragalia.
And then follow Spencer. Cleo Dragalia on Twitter.
What's up?
Oh, yeah. You save your plugs for the end, okay, buddy?
She's a friend of mine, okay?
Okay, yeah. All right. Spencer, tell me about your fucking Gacha. This is your first time really foraying into Gacha stuff, right? Like,
sort of. So, like, so Grand Blue Fantasy, last year, over the summer, a friend of mine had been playing it, and he's like, hey, you should probably get into Grand Blue, because in about a month they're doing a Persona 5 event. And I was like, sure, I'll get into this. And I did that event, and there was like some other stuff. And so I'm kind of familiar. That was basically my only experience with Gacha, because for the longest time, my only phone was an iPhone 5C, which is 6 years old, and I never upgraded it. So like when Dragalia Lost was like, oh, this is a cool new game, I was like, I tried to get it, and it's like, it's not available on my phone because it's that old. And I was like, shit.
It's fucked up.
So I couldn't play a lot of really like popular Gacha games or any mobile games because my phone was just garbage. Could play Pokemon Go though, but it wasn't a great experience because it was really laggy.
You know what? I started playing that because they released the Gen 5 stuff, and I love Tepig. So that game's cool. I just want to say that as an aside. I like it as someone who walks around a lot.
Sure. But like life stuff is happening, and I got a new phone, which is a Google Pixel XL. It's not like the new Pixel 3. It's like the first one, but it is really nice having like a modern like person phone, you know. And now I can play Gacha games. So I went and downloaded like 3 of them, and I'm planning on playing like a bunch more. So the ones I got were the other big Nintendo Gacha game that's happening right now, Pokemon Masters.
Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot that existed.
Me too.
I also wrote a review for that.
Read all of LV's content, guys. Okay, it's good.
Go read LV's review if you want to know more about Pokemon Masters. I'm playing that one now. It's the one I've put the most time into because it's just easier to play.
Sure.
Because the other ones I've gotten are Azure Lane.
Oh.
And Fate Grand Order. So with Azure Lane, I played it while I was like having a huge headache at night, and I was like, I played for like 20 minutes and don't really remember a lot.
I'm surprised you even managed to play that long.
But the thing that was so weird to me is like the thing that everybody talks about when they talk about gacha games is here's the character I pulled, here's the cool thing I did. They don't really talk about the gameplay that much. Or like the most gameplay I usually see from a gacha game is like a screenshot of somebody doing a 50 billion damage in like Grand Blue or whatever. Yeah. Or like seeing the weird ass like animations that Fate Grand Order has, but they don't showcase like the actual like playing of the game. I've gone this whole time not realizing that Azure Lane's gameplay is literally you're like steering around chibi boat girls on like it's almost like a shmup. It's weird. It's a shmup where like the thing fires itself.
Yeah, it has a really weird feel to it that I personally couldn't get, but
I've never been too fond of like mobile gaming in terms of like you have a touch screen, so we're going to like pretend that this phone has like a D-pad,
Yeah.
And so like use the touch screen as like
I'm the
movement
same
controls.
way. Yeah.
I don't really like that much, but like at least with Azure Lane, like it doesn't require like super precise movements, so it was easy to get into. But I need to play more of that one. But the one I wanted to talk about was Fate Grand Order, which I'm having. I think I need to like reprogram my brain to be able to play this game because
how come?
I keep running into this problem where the game has like story sections, and then it has like combat sections. And when I'm doing the combat stuff, which is literally just like you pick 3 attacks to do. At this point, it's not super complicated because it's really early in the game, and they just want you to get a grip on what the mechanics are, the general flow of the game. When I'm doing the combat, it's like, man, I really wish I was reading the story right now. And then when I get to the story components, I'm like, man, I really wish I was doing the combat now. And I've never run into this problem with any other video game in my entire life. And I'm like, what's going on here? Because like the gameplay is like any other gacha game where it's like, it's not super deep until you get to like end game, like optimizing all of your characters or builds or whatever. But I'm really, and I almost kind of wish like they split Grand Order into 2 different games where it's like I could just read a visual novel, or I could play like this weird like card turn-based game that has like hot characters. But,
yeah, you and me both, my friend.
So like the one I've had the most experience with again is like Grand Blue Fantasy, which I was able to play via like on a web browser. I liked that one, but I don't know.
The thing about Fate Go is that, like, I've said it before a million times, but, like, once you get to the Camelot section of the game, then you're trapped forever and you can never leave.
Oh,
because it's, the writing gets very, very good. And they start to do this thing later on as well, where they'll have a lot of sections just to be like, oh, you don't do any combat for like 3 chapters or whatever. You're just reading, and then you just do a ton of battles for a little bit. And they get good at the something that I think a lot more RPGs could be better at, which is knowing when to place the battles. Like it will straight up be like, okay, like we don't. Something that Grand Blue does, okay, is Grand Blue will do a quest where it's like, we're going shopping, and then every, like, thing will be punctuated because there has to be a battle, and you'll just be like, we're walking into the supermarket. A bat's attacking me! Or whatever, and then, like, okay, that's great. Oh, I just picked up some butter. All right, we're leaving the supermarket. There's a wild dog! And it's like, whoosh, or whatever. And, like, Go in the early part is kind of like that. Later they get a lot better at it and just be like, oh yeah, now you're gonna fight a bunch of demons because they're here, look out. And then if you're just in the town, it's just like whatever.
Like I'm planning on playing like other gacha games too. Like I am planning on getting Dragalia Lost, especially
Join
after
Cleo's
like
Club.
Scott spent like a 10-minute sermon talking about how great the game is, and I've been interested. Like Dragalia was the one game where I was like, oh, I really wish I had a new phone because it looked really cool.
There's a couple men's in that game that I think you'll like. They remind me of you.
Oh, good.
Can't wait for you to join Cleo's Club.
I considered Girls Frontline because they're currently doing like
I'm sorry.
All the characters have maid outfits, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I was like, I saw somebody do like some stat spreadsheet thing for Girls Frontline, and I was like, oh, you need to have like the biggest brain possible to play this game. I'm terrified.
It is very scary, and that's kind of
why numbers.
Yeah, it's like it's like turn-based. If you like you like turn-based strategy stuff, specifically,
please save yourself from Girls Frontline.
Oh, what? I didn't even know you played it before.
I played it. I hated it.
Yeah, I don't like it too much. I loved everything about it except for playing it.
Yeah.
The designs for it look like really cool.
And they have like a real gritty cyberpunk world. Also,
it's a cool aesthetic.
Listen,
I like
they're
the
making
designs.
a real game soon. Okay,
I like the designs. The thing I can never fucking get over, no matter what, is like the fact that these are real world guns, like that are being like anthropomorphized, and it is so fucking jarring to me. It is like. It is so fucking hyper-capitalist in a way that the fact that people play this and sincerely enjoy it is perplexing to me. People who aren't, like, gun nuts, you know?
Yeah.
I think the thing is like they work with that in their narrative at a certain point, like talking about like why it's like
no,
they do a lot
I know
of really
there's narrative
good
conceits for why, but I think thematically it fucking sucks.
It's certainly something, but I just want to play their real game. Like I said, I want to play the actual game they're making for like the PS4 that they said they're working on.
Sure,
okay,
that's in the same world. Yeah,
see, that's my thing with like gachas is like part of the fun is like getting the character that you want or characters that you want, and it's like I don't need to have those characters though. I can just like look at the pictures online.
See, that's good. I'm glad that you're free of that because I just get sad.
I don't know. It's not like the character doesn't exist if I don't have them.
What if the character is a 3D model that you can control and play like an actual game?
You can touch them and then they go,
wow. You can touch them and they roll and they swing their sword. Let me tell you a little bit about Dragalia Lost.
Oh my god.
I have breaking news.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Pro wrestler Asuka just uploaded a video titled, on Kana-chan TV titled, Camping Alone, Happy My Birthday. And it's a video of her camping alone on her birthday.
Well, I hope she's enjoying herself.
If it was anyone else, it would be sad, but it's Asuka. It's
Kana-chan.
Kana-chan.
She's probably stoked, yeah.
Happy birthday, Asuka.
You should watch Kana-chan TV. It's great.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Asuka.
So, yeah, I'm going to get into more gacha games and not play the ones that I end up not liking.
That's a good... Yeah, hey, it's good.
You know? That just is what it is. Like,
a lot of people should learn from that, you know?
This is kind of like new territory for me, like actually playing on a phone. So,
yeah,
the real problem is like, why would I play on my phone when I can play like other video games? But, you know, sometimes transportation happens, so...
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you are on the ground in a location where you might not readily access a video game.
Sometimes you're trying desperately to sleep, but sleep will not come.
Yeah. Man, Fate Go's great for that, because it will knock you the fuck out trying to load.
I've actually fallen asleep playing the game already.
Yeah,
so
I think everyone who plays that game has, because How bad are the loading times for you on the Pixel? I don't know if they're like
not bad at all.
Okay.
But they are more substantial than Pokemon Masters, I'll say.
They're more substantial than like any game I've played probably for gacha games. Like
I have like a fresh perspective here. I'm not used to like a whole bunch of other games, and I'm also not used to this phone, so I'm used to games taking a billion years to load. Yeah. So
every game just copies Fate Go's layout, you'll see quickly. They just do the same exact format. Something I really liked is this game I played called... oh, wait. I remember what I needed to talk about. Never mind, I'm not going to talk about Storica, but Storica has a pretty cool combat system where you just like do like a little like puzzle game with orbs on the bottom screen, and they do attacks based on what you did. And I liked that. And it had a cute storybook instead of. Anyways, Witch's Weapon came out. Okay,
I knew it.
All right, so I need to talk about this one. Y'all hear about this?
Yes, it looks pretty good.
All right. So it's a game where you're just this dude who wakes up one day and he's become a girl.
What?
He has to fight witches, or she has to fight witches, sorry, and get used to her life as a girl now. Yep. And yeah, it's about what you'd expect. They really go hard in on that aspect, let me tell you.
It's like we were talking about it in the Chooch Discord a couple days ago. I was talking with Wheels, and we were talking about how like some of the marketing for the game has come out, like big like posters about like on like websites and stuff. And one of like the marketing pictures is like, "To save the world, would you become a girl?" And I'm like,
it's
yes.
like would you take a shit for $1 million?
Exactly. It's like, because the thing is like the character Ren literally wakes up and then is a girl. It's like it's the most effortless transition conceivable, and it's like, sure, whatever. I enjoy living. I enjoy this world, and I would like to save it. And if that demands that I become a girl, fine, so be it.
So the thing that's been getting me about this game is, first of all, the game has this weird, bizarre Persona rip aesthetic. Where I'm just gonna link you real quick. This should be time-stamped. Let's just listen to this song, and you'll see what I mean. It's like, from that and like some of the fonts in the game, it's just straight up ripping Persona.
Oh yeah.
In like a super obvious way. The combat is at least a little different, where it's like a top-down, you drag them across the screen like in Dragalia, but you just lock onto enemies and it slashes them automatically and stuff. And most of the combat focus is on switching your weapons around. So that's what the title means, by the way. Which weapon? Like, which weapon will you use?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Actually, yeah. Just wow.
Yeah, just wow.
Wow.
But
okay. All right. We got a writing master here. Okay.
Yeah. On that note, they are not writing masters because the localization is like machine translated.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen this at all? Have you seen this?
A little bit. Yeah, I've seen a little bit. It's like, it's very stiff. It's like a classic example of like, I feel like localization, unfortunately, on like smaller game productions like this, I don't know why this keeps happening. It's just like, yeah, like often outsourcing them, or like just going for the cheapest resource of like, clearly, unfortunately, like the people on the team don't seem like they themselves are fluent in English.
Yeah,
or, like in the
like
language.
they just have a dictionary out or something.
Yeah, it's very stiff, and like it definitely sounds like you can tell that like some characters like don't have personality showing through the text. It's like, it just sounds like what a literal word for word thing, and we're not gonna adjust it. Right.
On that note, all of the achievements are perfectly translated meme references with related pictures.
We know where their priorities were.
Oh,
so.
Of course. Like, the thing that really got me,
plot.
One of them is just called "I am the bone of my sword," which is Fate. And that you get a title from it that's literally just Unlimited Blade Works. Like, that's it. Like, not even trying to, like, play with it a little or anything. Just outright, like, yep, my title is Unlimited Blade. How do they get away with it?
I like how they have a scythe for the apostrophe.
I also like that.
Scream it.
I'm playing this game mainly because it's a nice, refreshing change of pace from every gacha game being Fate Go, because I also play the Madoka game, because I like Madoka. And that's just Fate Go, like, straight up, like, exactly the same. So it's nice to have this, like, breath of fresh air. It's at least, like, fun. I think all the girls are funny. I haven't had to do anything hard yet, and I think it's really weird how this game, which is presented as quite literally a gender-bending gacha game, has probably better, like, trans-narrative stuff than a lot of Western games I've played. And that's grim.
Weird how that happens.
That's what I'm going to tell you. That's just grim.
I guess the silver lining is now we have a reference point. Like, look at Witch's weapon. Look at how good they did it.
Man, I don't know if we should be saying that, but like, you know what? Maybe that's proving a point. Really, that's a really harsh point to make, right? like, look at what Witch's weapon fucking did. Okay, like,
you have no excuse.
Mass Effect. What is this? Okay, is that all of our gacha stuff out? Did we get it all out?
I'm all gotcha'd out.
Yeah? Alright, cool.
All gotcha'd out? Wow, that is something that...
yeah.
That is a term that needs to be normalized. Gotcha'd out.
Gotcha'd out.
Gotcha'd out. Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about Gacha Man. Like, Gacha Man.
Yeah.
Gotcha'd out.
To the theme.
Gotcha. Alright, Scott.
What?
Oh, wait. No. LV.
Yeah.
It's time.
Uh-oh.
It's time to talk about your dating sims. I love to hear about them every time.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I don't know how should we begin with this one. I feel like we need to censor the corporation's name. Like, someone put a beep over me, like, whenever I say the word KFC. Okay, I'm gonna go into it. Y'all, I played the KFC dating sim. Y'all, I did it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I have words.
Good job.
I survived.
So we should make it clear, very first and foremost, that we are talking...
This is not an endorsement of it.
Not an endorsement. We are talking about it from a critical perspective.
I was not paid for this. I don't like KFC. I'm saying this upfront. I do not like KFC. I do not like KFC.
Popeyes is way better. That's all I'm going to say.
I was not paid. Yeah, okay. I like Popeyes, but I was not paid by Popeyes either. So yeah, this is my personal.
You were paid by Popeyes to tear down the KFC dating.
I'm just saying, if you have a cool like local fried chicken joint, support that. Like I usually think they're the best. I like them. They're usually cheap and great.
You're right. No, totally.
Love it.
I was paid by Popeyes.
Yes, you're the Popeyes bowl.
I am the Popeyes boy. Thank you.
KFC Judas over here.
I've hit the Judas effect on KFC.
Anyways.
The game came out this week, the KFC dating sim. I will say the full title, I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator.
And that's the only time we're saying that.
Wow.
I will not say it again, that whole sentence. And this came out like 3 days ago, like literally this week. And it has, a lot of people played it. A lot of people play it, and understandably so. Like, hey, like, what the fuck is this? You see this thing? It's probably like promoted on like KFC's different, advertising platforms or Twitter, etc.
It's also free, right? Yeah, because that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I played it. It's a free game, aka it's free advertising.
Yeah,
it's a free advertising. So I'm gonna go into the game itself first before I go into my like critique of it in terms of like what this means, I guess, on a bigger sphere of like video games in general. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. So the game is produced and developed by Psyop. Psyop's actually like a pretty big deal. Well, they're a pretty big deal. Like, they're one of those studios you don't know the name of, but they probably took part in like a lot of big major commercial projects. Like they're like a pretty big animation studio here, like local to me. Actually, it's really cool actually to see that. So I'm saying kudos to that. That's kind of cool to see for once, like a smaller studio and not like a big major West Coast studio do a project like this. I
want to say real quick. Can I just say, I went to their webpage because I wanted to remember what that...
It's hideous, I'll say that. It's fucking inaccessible.
I went to that, I wanted to see that one VN that they did that I couldn't remember what it's called.
They did something else.
I forget what it's called. Anyways, that's besides the point. They have the most disgusting opening sentence, which is, we are visual storytellers that blur the lines between advertising and entertainment.
I do agree. It's hideous. It's bad. I don't like it. I don't know why a lot of studios are like now, like, we're gonna all have this inaccessible, huge, obnoxious auto-playing, like, website with this high-res video.
Yeah.
And with this corporate language on. I don't know. I don't like it. It's bad. It's not great. But otherwise, I can speak that their content is good, and, like, at least the people I know who work there, like, are pretty good and cool people. But yeah, it's not great. The website's bad. But nonetheless, okay, so yeah, this is made by a relatively small team of people. So I don't know the story of how they were approached or like what happened, but I guess KFC was like, hey, you guys, point at them, whatever, make a game for us because this might be interesting, an interesting like advertising opportunity, you know? So yeah, so KFC made a Dane sim basically to promote their brand. The Dane sim is like the Dane sim is pretty much just one of those things where it's just filled with parody and like kind of parodies like the goofiness of like what Dane sims can potentially be as a whole.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but I think another important thing to note when it comes to the KFC brand is they're trying to branch out into the like gaming sphere. They have their KFC gaming Twitter. They're trying to make a big deal about being the gamers brand. So
it's like I don't like this is probably
a component of it for sure.
This is probably the first step into what might be something I'm not looking forward to.
Right.
As many of us are.
Well, hey, there's a block button for a reason.
Yes. Yes. So the game, the game is suggesting you are female. I'll say that up front. You're like a straight woman, I believe. But it doesn't have to be. You're never seen. But you're playing basically a student to a culinary school, like, one of the greatest culinary schools in the world. And, you're going in and, like, there's, like, this big, you go in and there's, like, this big competition coming up, which pretty much determines your, like, certification and your finals in the school. Your final, like, to complete complete your program, whatever. And, lo and behold, there's, like, a bunch of wacky characters. Wacky, eccentric, hilarious. They're not really hilarious characters. Like, as your classmates. So I'll first begin with one of the first characters you see. Your best friend. She's really cute. I like her. She's, like, cute. I really love games that are, like, weirdly, as brief as this experience was, like, I really like games that, like, emphasize, like, your best friend is, like, your important thing. Like, I appreciate that, the best way to describe her is, like, she's kind of, like, this cute, geeky girl, but, like, her poses are obviously referencing Mako from Kill la Kill. Like, if you look at her artwork, they're obviously, like, drawing from those exact poses Mako does.
Ooh.
So, but it doesn't really reflect from... I wonder if that's intentional, like, but her character doesn't really reflect Mako's personality, so I don't know. So it's a weird thing where I noticed that immediately as someone who, like, liked Kill la Kill, so, like, that's something I noticed, but I don't know if other people did. But her character doesn't reflect Mako. I don't know, it was weird. Anyway, she was cute. She's just, like, whatever. She's, like, your best friend who's trying to be supportive of you around the way. And then you have, like, the rival girl. Her name is Ashley. And then the whole thing is like, isn't it funny how her name's not spelled like how Ashley's conventionally spelled? And, like,
That's fucking hilarious.
Like, it does a lot of random XD forced humor, but anyway, I'll go into that. And anyway, so, like, she's kind of, like, popular in the reviews if you look at it because she's kind of thick. Like, it's one of those things where she's kind of hot. She's, like, a hot anime girl, and people are into that. And people are like, where is her, like...
I can't even take she's kind of thick seriously anymore.
Anyway, she doesn't look that out of the ordinary. Yes, she has thighs, guys. I get it. But anyway, that's not even drawn up. That's no attention was drawn upon that to the game at all. But, like, a lot of people who, like, play this game, like, love pointing it out, like, she's, like, a high. I'm like, okay, guys, we get it. Anyway, she's, like, wearing the KFC uniform in the form of a sexy schoolgirl outfit, and she's just a bitch. She's not nice. She's like a snobby archetype character. She's like, she's that stereotypical, like, cliquey high school, like, snobby character. She's just out for your throat because she thinks you're in the way of her crush, to Colonel Sanders, who you find out is also your classmate. And, that's where the things, like, follow through. Like, you're trying to get attention to this hot younger version of Colonel Sanders, hot Bishona younger version of Colonel Sanders. Oh, and meanwhile, like, Ashley's best friend is, like, this obvious, like, JoJo parody. Like, this guy is just drawn in, like, exactly like a JoJo, like, character, stylized in that way. But again, it's, like, a lot of these, like, weird, obvious, like, art style references don't really reflect the characters themselves, so I don't know, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Anime, you ever heard of it?
Yeah, so, like, just off the bat, I'm, like, like, just to comment, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, very kind of surface references to, like, this anime that we like, etc. Possibly anime that, like, people on the team, like, were generally like, I like this thing, let's put that in. But then I don't think anyone else will get it, whoever else is gonna play this. But anyway, like, shenanigans, goofy stuff happens, and, like, there's a whole thing where, you have to, like, beat out Ashley and like, win the culinary school competition. Oh yeah, your teacher's a dog. He's like he's a corgi because
gotta cover all the markets. Fucking had a full boyfriend.
He's a corgi, and he keeps getting distracted because he's a dog, and that's funny.
That's so funny. Yeah. A corgi? Whoa,
that's cute. There's a and there's a classmate who's like a robot. Okay, everything about this game, like in terms of anime parody, reminds me of like weird 2000s anime. I don't know, like I'm reading up a cursed show called Kappa Mikey. Just aired.
Oh, fucking Kappa Mikey!
That's exactly where my mind was going to.
This is the exact mood I felt. I was like, okay, I chuckled. I thought some things were funny, but then a lot of it felt like that, like schmood of like, this is like. It reads for me as an anime fan, but then I feel like someone who's not an anime fan and who plays this out of like, oh, that's weird, KFC's doing a weird game thing, like they will not get it. Like, I feel like that, and that's kind of where it feels the mark, It's like, this is like weird surface, like anime parody references, but then like, I will chuckle at some of it, but then some of it is kind of like beyond that. It's not that funny, But anyway, it's like literally less than an hour to like finish, to do just one playthrough of it. And there actually are like multiple endings because it is a visual novel. They actually did put on to that. And I did get like the basic ending and the true ending, quote unquote, where you do get Colonel Sanders. And he's like, I followed the guide. I couldn't handle it. I was like, no, I cannot go through this dialogue again and think. I do not want to do that in this game. I just want to finish it and see what happens. Yeah, we're like, quote unquote, he's like, oh yeah, do you want to, like, come with me to help me out on my business, etc. That's really what the true ending is when you get him, etc. But other than that, there's like not much else in it. There's like a brief moment where, there's probably like a super bad, like wacky ending where at some point you find this weird fried chicken grimoire.
Whoa.
I don't know, some bullshit can happen with that.
Man.
And I didn't swear that. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch whoever did that route. I don't feel like playing this game again. But anyway, but just to get to the point, it is really well polished. The art is beautiful. I like the artist finally revealed herself on Twitter. I'm sorry, not herself. I don't know like what their pronouns are, but like themselves. And the art is honestly gorgeous. The production value is pretty spot on. It's like, oh yeah, this is a solid game, but it's definitely rough in some parts, like from someone who, like, as someone who plays a visual novel, like there's weird things where like, I feel like that are like should be mandatory in most visual novels. Where like I wish I could save in certain points, and then like like bookmark, but like I couldn't do that here. There were some weird times where the sound was a little blown out or wasn't mixed well, but I don't know. I feel like that's a fault in a lot of smaller game productions. Where, like, even like a game like Dream Daddy, I feel like still has, like, a lot of weird sound mixing problems where the dialogue doesn't sound like they were recorded or edited or mixed at the same, normalization levels, etc. That could be better. Otherwise, like, as, like, a playable thing, like, oh, it's a solid, good thing. Yeah, it's, like, actually good and playable, and, like, the art is really nice and gorgeous, actually. It's, like, legitimately beautiful. That said, in terms of, like, it's, like, what it was trying to convince me, like, no, I'm not going to buy KFC chicken, so that failed. But that's my own bias already, like, when going, I was like, I'm not gonna. But two, also, it's, like, like, based on how I described it, it's, like, a little confusing as to, like, I don't know who they want to play, I don't know who, because it's going ham in terms of, like, oh yeah, look at all these, like, funny, like, anime references, etc. But, like, a lot of them is, like, I notice because, like, I watch a lot of anime, but I feel like the regular person that I feel like it's the regular person they want to attract.
I don't think that's true. I think they are trying to appeal to more, like, anime-centric content. They're trying to appeal to... I'm gonna say a term here, and you can tell me if I'm off base, but it feels like they're trying to appeal to something like the Rick and Morty gamer, and it's like those kind of people watch anime. They watch JoJo. They watch Kill la Kill. Like they can see those references and nail them and go, "Fuck yeah, it's fucking."
I'm gonna buy this bucket of fried chicken right now because you understand.
It's so fucking epic.
I was gonna go in a similar direction, but this one might hurt you a little, Scott. I was gonna say it's for the Doki Doki Literature Club gamer.
That's fine. Like, listen. I like that game a lot. I understand why people don't like it. It's fine.
A lot of the people who like it are basically what you described.
Are fucking monsters.
Yeah, they draw that buff. They draw that one girl really buff, and she's big.
I like Doki Doki Literature Club too, I agree with you entirely. Like a lot of people that do like it otherwise are liking it for the wrong reasons. I think
100%.
And I think are taking characters from the game and like fantasizing about them in ways that I do not think was the game's point.
Exactly. Right.
I
don't want to get into the Doki Doki Literature Club discourse again, because I have done that so many times on this podcast, and we are running long, but fuck it. LV, thank you, is all I will say.
But yes, it's like, I'm gonna say though, as a game, like, oh yeah, this is like a decent game, but in terms of like my takeaway from the game, like, this is not what I personally didn't enjoy. I don't know. There was the moment I went into the game, I was like, okay, I immediately was thinking, how long is this going to be? I hope it's not long. I really hope it's not long. And I don't know, again, if that's just a result of my bias knowing like, oh, I don't feel comfortable playing this, but I'm going to because I have to. I want to. I'm obligated to.
You are not obligated. Let me make that clear. Is we did not under any circumstances say, "LV, you need to play this game." You are not obligated to by us.
No, but this is a personal. This is a personal
obligation.
It's like the voice in your head that says, "No, you need." That was me with Red Dead 2.
I need to understand.
You know?
Yeah. Again, going back, it's a polished, like, well-produced thing, but nonetheless, I felt like, especially on the writing front, I'm like, I don't know. I like it felt a lot of humor felt very forced. Like it was too much random XD, and yeah, I felt like it did miss the mark in terms of like, trying to pull in. You know, I don't think it's gonna succeed pulling in more people who don't already like KFC. You know, I don't think it's gonna succeed in that way. It really is just like a thing of like, oh yeah. You know, it's kind of like clickbait. You know, it's like, oh yeah, just like looking at the premise, going, oh, that's ridiculous, and that drew my attention, and that's kind of where it succeeds, right? Like most people, like if you look at most people who are reviewing the game, they are mostly either commenting on how hot they think Ashley is, or like just how ridiculous the idea is. They're not. I don't feel like no one's actually commenting on the game itself. In fact, I don't think there's a lot of press on this game. Like I only see like one actual thing in mainstream press talking about this.
There's a lot. I can tell you that. I've had to look.
I probably have not seen it.
In fact, there was like a whole set of discourse about how like people are covering this game and not more interesting games.
There definitely was. I definitely seen that, but I felt like it was so close to the cycle of like a lot of those other indie games coming out within that cluster of the week, specifically the Goose Game, Link's Awakening. Like a lot of other games came out so close and such in a cluster this past week that I feel like maybe, at least in my view of my timeline of things I'm seeing, it got overshadowed by those things, and I didn't see legitimate like talk about this game.
It was in and out of the collective consciousness for sure.
Yeah,
what was happening? Was that basically like a lot of the big sites had made multiple articles about the KFC game, and people had pointed out that they had not covered any VNs in like a year-long period before it, or something like that.
Agreed.
And it was
I definitely think I've seen that one conversation in terms of like, this game is riding off the fact that Dane Sims tend to, at least like a lot of English language Jane Sims tend to like ride off on parody a lot, and like there aren't a lot of like examples of like Western developed Jane Sims that are produced in a serious manner,
right?
And like in a way that brings raises that conversation. You know, like Dream Daddy, like I love Dream Daddy, like enjoy it, but it's still a game written and like coming from a humorous point. It's still making fun of, it's like it's goofy. It's like still a parody in a way.
The feeling you get from Western games is like they need a level of detachment from the source material, as if to not feel totally sincere.
Hey,
like, oh, we gotta be meta at this point.
We gave one Western visual novel our Game of the Year awards. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There you go. So like like coming out of that like comment, like, okay, like what does this mean for Dane Sims? Like it's just like it's interesting that they chose this specific genre, because obviously I think you're both right, where it's like it's targeting a very specific niche of people, not the regular consumer, right? But also
sort of.
It
feels like the kind of people who would play it are like the people who saw it on a stream, or were like the people who saw the tweet about it and were like, KFC.
Yeah, this is obviously going to be like, oh, the YouTube
that's epic.
The YouTube creator is going to play this, and that's just bringing the publicity to it.
Which is like we've had in like conversations internally about whether or not we should actually cover this game, which largely resulted in no, because why would we do that? But like, I feel like there is something of value to applying an actual critical lens to something so fucking crass. Like, like there's value in that. From a holistic perspective.
And in terms of like you bringing up like KFC games, like, oh yeah, like what does this mean? And like, that's opening up this huge now conversation. Well, I don't know about huge, but like this should open up the conversation about like corporations turning, like, you know, like corporations want to do the next big thing. Like, you know, like the moment a corporation says "bay," hops in on LinkedIn. You know, like they want to do like, what are the kids playing?
You know,
like what are the anime fans playing? Dating sims. You know, it's like one of those things.
The thing about brands right now is like they are trying to humanize themselves in a way that allows like a regular person to see. Oh, fucking, did you see the epic Wendy's clap back? And it's like,
and I think it all started from that. I don't say started, but like Wendy's definitely, the Wendy's brand, specifically the Arby's brand, actually, the Arby's brand doing the artistic paper craft things, which is impressive, but that,
for what it is, that's actually one of the better like advertising things.
Because like they're also not saying anything, but still like that. But that definitely opened the can of worms of like, we got to do that now and actually target niche like communities, right?
If you want like an actual fucking like point of origin, probably just think about Denny's Tumblr, you know?
Oh my god, and I think they're still going. They might be.
Denny's Tumblr is. I know way too much about that, and I don't think I can share a lot of information on it.
Listen, you don't have to. You know, protect yourself.
All I can think about when we're talking about this is that ClickCall article that said Wendy's has announced, or it's like, makes sense. Wendy's has announced that it will stop advertising because they figure you've gotten the gist of what Wendy's is by now. That's all I can think is like, why do you need to advertise KFC? Isn't there enough out there in the world?
Oh God. But I feel like the inevitable end goal of this is not necessarily to get people to buy more chicken, maybe in a long-term sense, but establishing this brand is really important to them because they want to be seen as the quirky, relatable, like likable gaming brand that people can see, and then that will eventually affect their bottom line. It's more about trying to establish a character first and foremost than it is about playing a game and then going, oh, well, I'm going to buy some chicken because I bought this, because I played this game. That maybe some people actually did that very consciously, but those are the people I don't want to talk to.
Listen, sometimes I see a meat hunk in Monster Hunter and I go, I need to have a fucking...
That's fair.
Like, but that's not advertised to you. That's just like...
Is it?
Yeah, well, like,
where do you think Capcom gets their money?
Okay, all right, whatever.
Why do you think the pork industry was just privatized? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, it definitely opens up more brands like this think about like, hey, let's make a mini video game.
I don't think,
and that's crazy, and I think that's gonna happen, and like because they have the resources.
I don't think it's gonna. Because like,
maybe not to that big extent, but this is like, I will not be surprised if I see more of this. Like, the game is actually just an advertisement.
What I would expect is like, more like, because that shit existed for so long. Like, there's so many bad food tie-in games, like Yo Noid or
the parody games are really bad.
Those are bad. But I mean, like shit like Yo Noid for the NES and like Sneak King and all of those Burger King games. People have tried to get into that space before.
Oh my god, the Domino's games. The cereal brand games. Like they would come in a CD and come.
But it's like it's always never proven like effective for them.
Right,
because,
exactly.
And like this in the sense of like they have a pretty clear target of what they want to do, which is establish a brand, is probably a way better scenario for KFC than anything else. And like you can see like the 1-to-1 there. It sucks. I hate it. I hate the system. I don't want it. I don't care about KFC. I will not follow them. I will not follow KFC Gaming. Chatfiend will follow KFC Gaming, but I won't.
Commit to that, Anyway, it exists. I'm not imploring anyone to play this. I actually do not recommend anyone play this because it's like
Thank you.
not really that worth it's not really worth your hour. I mean,
it's not really any cultural value to it.
I mean, like, I'm trying to describe it now, and I don't remember. Like, it's like nothing really stuck with me. There was a lot of random. Okay, at some point, your best friend's like, "Oh, I think I have a crush on the robot classmate."
Wow!
And at some point, she rejects it, and it's like there's so much random XD. It was just like, I don't know. It was an hour experience. It was an hour experience. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm not getting that bad. But I got the sub premiere. The art, I would say, is spectacular. Now I'm following another artist. Like, that's great.
Cool.
But other than that, like,
that's genuinely really cool.
Yeah, like, and I was like, oh, now I know the names of these people who made it. Now that they're like allowed to say it, like. But yeah, I played this game. That's all it's in my history now.
You did not have a very positive time with it. Looking back, that is your critical lens.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't enjoy. I can't say I enjoy playing. But I can't say I dislike playing it. It's more like I just played it. It's like a very like stagnant line.
It just moved.
It wasn't
through
awful,
you.
but it also I didn't enjoy it. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's just like I was desperate to finish it. It's like I didn't. So I guess that's like a negative thing. It's like I was thinking about finishing it as opposed to the journey getting there, right? So.
Okay. We are at like 2 hours 30. Do you think we should just like wrap up?
I was just gonna go into some questions.
Yeah,
just a few,
do like
two,
fast. Like 2 or 3 or something.
No, they're all pretty small. So,
okay.
All right. So we're gonna do questions. If you want to send a question to sound like these people who sent it into videogamechoo-choo.tumblr.com/ask. First up. We have, you know what? John's not here, so I'm going to humor this animal who always sends in these questions about Glee, because I know it's you. Do you think we'll ever get another musical show on primetime television?
Oh, that's a genuine question, but it's not video game related.
Well, they want to know if Glee 2 is going to happen.
Yeah. You know about this, LV? You know about the Glee person?
I'm aware of this joke, and also I am someone who did watch Glee in its earliest inception. But should I answer it? Is this
go for it. If you want to. No, go for it.
I have an answer too.
Okay.
So.
No, because Glee was too ambitious and like, but I applaud Glee for like exploring fucking weird plot lines no one else did and failing spectacular at them and like being really disrespectful about certain groups of people because of it. But I applaud their risk taking because of it. I do like some of the covers on Glee. I like some of the covers they did on Glee that, some of them I felt like, oh yeah, I can listen to this without shame, a little better than the original artists, etc. There's some Justin Bieber covers I like that they did. I can listen to them without listening to actual Justin Bieber. I appreciate that.
That's a feat, yeah.
We're not going to get Glee 2. We're going to get
Glee 3.
A Riverdale musical.
So have you ever seen the Riverdale musical episodes?
Happened. They had a musical episode.
They had multiple.
I've seen some clips.
They had 2. They had one for Carrie and one for Heathers.
Yeah.
The Heathers one was a nightmare, and the Carrie one was not much better.
Every long-running series should have a musical episode.
Oh, yeah, like the Scrubs one? That's one I think about.
You should delete that one.
Oh, yeah, the Scrubs one was good.
In fact, you should probably delete Scrubs.
There's some good shit in there. I don't know.
Okay.
It's really cheesy now.
It is very cheesy
now.
I did enjoy watching it.
It's cheesy
now.
Oh, I mean,
it was always cheesy.
Listen, at one point we were 14.
We wouldn't realize
okay.
it at the ripe age of a preteen, and you're like, oh, this is the edgiest shit.
I remember my fucking
like,
20s when that show was on.
All right, well, listen, Grandpa. Okay, come on off your mountain.
I actually don't remember how old I was when.
Go back to watching Friends. Okay, Chandler's right there for you.
I have never watched Friends. Don't you dare accuse me of that.
Okay, whatever. Go talk to Kramer in his funny picture. Okay,
2021.
These are biting words.
What's the next question?
Wow.
The next question is, Anonymous says, how did everyone celebrate the first anniversary of Bowsette?
Oh.
You know what I did.
I was reminded of it, and then my friend group laughed about it for about a minute, and then that was it.
So here,
I retweeted something, and that was it. And I saw that at the end of the day, and I was like, oh, oh, that's funny, and that's it. I didn't special.
I had to be reminded that people draw like Mario dating Bowsette, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Well, that
constantly.
was the first comic.
That was the first one, yeah. And I hate it.
That
I
was
hate seeing Mario. It's the thing. I think this is the thing that I've realized is
So
I
you
hate
think
to look at the man.
So you think it's good that he's behind a paywall?
I guess so, yeah. If I can play the game and know I will never get Mario, that sounds pretty good to me.
Okay.
Now, if it was Paper Mario, it's a different story.
Oh.
That guy's
Paper
funny.
Mario's a cute.
Yeah.
You don't want to date that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
never get
yeah.
enough of this
No,
guy.
if Paper
I
Mario
wouldn't
was in
date-
that, it would be scarier,
Yeah.
honestly.
I wouldn't date Paper Mario because he's literally paper. I might hurt him. You know, that's
Yeah,
scary.
that's
I don't
true.
want to. I don't want to deal with
He doesn't
that.
have a lot of dimension.
I might
to
lose
him.
him in the wind.
Okay. Final Daza. Is that how you pronounce it? I've
Final
never known
Daza.
how to say it. Okay.
Michael.
It's Michael.
Michael.
It's Michael, yeah. Asked, Pokemon the trading card game had a small limited set for a recent Detective Pikachu film. I am missing only one card, an elusive Ditto. I should keep buying cards until I get it, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't stop. This
Yeah.
set is getting discounted now. I'm
Yeah.
clicking order now. Help?
Yeah. No, you're on the right path. Just
Are you?
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Why
that's-
wouldn't you just
Sounds
buy
about-
Ditto?
why would you? Don't you enjoy the rush of opening a pack and
Not
then
if I
seeing
have them
exactly
all,
what
right?
you're looking for?
The implication is that he now has them all, right?
Don't
Like, he has...
Don't you want the Cyber Knight experience of opening packs of
never,
cards?
never.
And
Did you see
and
him
then
say that
getting a
thing about
holo?
Shield Hero?
No, what did he say about Shield Hero?
He said it was great and really inspiring.
Good for
and-
Shield Hero getting the Cyber Knight endorsement.
Yeah, it's got this. Crunchyroll's really excited about it.
Did he start wearing a Crunchyroll hat instead of a Rooster Teeth
He will
hat?
soon, I bet. Oh, God.
Got wear the t-shirt.
Okay. Yeah, Michael, just do your best, okay?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. One more question. Harlequin Wheels asked, what's your favorite consumable item in a game?
Ooh.
How many do you have in your inventory in that game right now?
Oh,
That's a tough call.
that's a really good question.
There's got to be
because-
a game where you can have do, right?
It's a good question because I see this frequently with like a lot of people that I talk with, is that people who play video games hate consumable items because they like the whole gimmick of like you save up all your consumable items so that you only use them when you need them, and then like you beat the game and you never used any of them. My favorite consumable.
I think from a mechanical perspective, I think Firebombs and Lisa are really, really cool because of how important they are to you and how easy it is to lose them. Like, as a mechanic, they're extremely potent and extremely useful and very rare and hard to find. And it's, and like in world events, you can just lose them. You can just lose your inventory. And when that happens, it's fucking heartbreaking. Lisa's a cool game. You should check that game out if you haven't played it. But
I agree.
But just like the interplay of like having these items really, really matter, especially when a lot of RPGs just let you collect them and never use them, it's really well done, really well executed.
I think mine is Dash Juice from Monster Hunter because it's kind of like in going back to the Monster Hunter games where like stamina is used for attacking. I picked up like the dual blades in Monster Hunter Generations, and Dash Juice just makes that weapon really fun to use because you then don't have to worry about stamina at all. So I don't know. I just like the idea of like, oh man, there's this restriction that you have with this weapon, and then it's like, oh, you can get this consumable item, and then that restriction's just gone. So, but like, it's not that the weapon sucks without Dash Juice. It's just Dash Juice makes it a little bit more seamless to use.
So I just started playing Final Fantasy VIII, and you know how the magic system works in that game? Everything's a consumable item. It rules. It kicks ass. Yeah. Okay, so then there's a second thing where if you level up your first GF, Quetzalcoatl,
I loved her called GFs.
Yeah, I know. You get a move that lets you turn a card, any of your playing cards for Triple Triad, the card game.
Yeah.
You can turn it into spells. And that kicks ass, and I think that rules. And I just keep thinking about that recently. Like, It's cool. I don't know. It's cool to me that the idea that this tertiary system in this game can then be like molded into the fucking combat. Like,
right.
Like, definitely. Just like the idea of like, oh yeah, I got really good at trading cards in this fucking game. So now I can fucking kill God.
I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 holies.
Yeah. But it's like fucking like I just throw out this fucking card of this fucked up dog car or something and like it turns into fire. I don't know.
Right on.
It rules. Final Fantasy VIII's a good game, by the way, so far. Damn. Why doesn't anyone talk about it? It's cool. It's like Majora's Mask.
I like that in Metal Gear Solid 4, one of your consumables is just a popular Japanese energy drink called Regain 24.
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is some real shit.
A game.
It's great. It's great. It's horrible. I love it.
You know what's just great?
Yeah?
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, that's true.
Elva, you got a consumable you like?
Thinking of it. I was going to comment on your thing, in which I, on the other hand, because stamina doesn't matter. Well, no, it still matters, but it doesn't matter in terms of attacking the world. But like, I love the demon drug just so.
Oh, just mega demon drug.
Just like, mega. Yes. She's like, give me that rush. Just no, okay. So this is a weird one because I don't like it because they're useful, but I just like the idea of them. But the berries in the Pokemon games are kind of like pretty. I don't know. I like the idea that they're like they're not that. It's not really a conducive system, to be honest. You think because it's like I just forget about it. The berries are kind of not that useful.
They're important
anyway.
in the meta. Let me tell you,
they are important in the meta. So, but I like the idea of like, oh yeah, you have these like natural, this weird natural food system that Pokemon enjoy, and like they're like multi-purpose too. Just like this cute like idea, like you can plant them around, and if you remember, like come on,
right.
Yeah, and then I remember like making Poffins was like pretty fun, to be honest.
Dude, fucking Poffins. Like recently, we've been talking about how they're gonna do a Gen 4 remake probably, and I'm just thinking about Poffins. That's and good. Like, fuck
thinking about Poffins. Poffins on the mind.
There's a cool like
I liked how the berry trees looked too. They were very cute.
There's like a cool mechanical narrative thing to berries where like. If you give a Pokemon like a potion to hold, they're not going to heal themselves with it. They don't know how to use a potion. They're Pokemon. They don't have opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
except for the few that do.
Though a berry.
Yeah, it's a berry. I love to eat a berry. Oh man, this berry cures the thing that I need it to cure. I would love to eat it right now. It's cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
it's like a little snack pack for your Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Little cute ration.
No, Pokemon are cute.
Pokemon are cute.
But you know what? I think that'll do it. I don't want to murder our poor editor over there with our chatting though. This is great. I love this. This is a good time.
All the Gacha talk is just gonna get cut, isn't it?
Oh no, because Walker's doing it. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say that Niall would do that because I know Niall wouldn't do that. I love you, Niall, if you're listening. But I would have restrained myself, to spare him the pain. But I know that I put in the one little Neptune as a gift, that Neptune talk. So Walker will appreciate it, and it will be fine. Oh God, what does John do when he stops talking? He says the Patreon thing, right?
He says the Patreon. He says
okay, I can do this.
The theme song.
Oh boy. Okay. Wow. I don't know what that was.
Do you want help?
You can do the theme song, but I want to say the Patreon thing.
I don't remember the theme song.
I know. Oh my God, whatever. I can remember it roughly. Okay, we'll. Hey, worst case scenario, I'm half right. Anyways, okay. So if you want to get our shows early, not this one. This one is just like, hey, we love you, hang out. But you want to access our anime podcast, or thank you. You want to access our anime podcast, or the route eventually will come at some point, and our Let's Plays.
Bunch of goodies.
We like X-Tomb and our Spyro LP, me and John. Xchum is not up there?
The character creation bits were, but I've made that specifically
what's on the Patreon then? Oh, right. We decided it wouldn't be. Okay.
Well, there's a new piece of content on the Patreon.
Starlight. You can talk about this one if you want.
There is a new podcast that we put up the first one up on this feed. So people who are listening probably have already heard it, and if you haven't, go check it out. It's the Starlight Car. It is our own little relaxing parlor where we get to interview people in and around the games industry. The first episode, I interviewed Alec Robbins of Goodbit, who made the game Heartbreak High. It's a really fun game. It's a really fun conversation. We talk a lot about dating sims in this episode of the show, and this is and Heartbreak High itself is I don't want to say a deconstruction, because that is supposing a sort of meta-narrative critique that it's not quite doing, but it is sort of mechanically an anti-visual novel in ways that I think are really cool, and we get into that on the podcast. The next episode we're trying to do one once a month. We're gonna have two this month, October, because scheduling shit, but once a month, you should expect those. This next episode, me and Solon interviewed Max Krieger, who's the developer behind Cross Sneak Plus, which is a puzzle game coming to itch.io, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch. We talked to him a bunch about Y2K aesthetics and puzzle games and the relaxative nature of puzzle games, and it's a really fun conversation. I'm going to try to have that up on Patreon sometime next week, and then that'll be available for free the week after. Cross Sneak comes out on the 4th, I think, so I'm going to try to have it up before that. But yeah, that's what we're doing with our new interview series, and I think you should check it out, and you might really like it.
That's great. Yeah, I've been glad to see you get this off the ground, and
thank you.
I'm looking forward to listening to more of it as they come out.
Thank you.
I think that's everything for the Patreon, right? So yeah, we're on patreon.com/VGCC.
Yep.
It's $3 for everything. Yeah, hey, just consider. Our theme song is Crush by Melt Channel. From the album Magic is Real. You can listen to their stuff. It's on Spotify. I've gotten it in my Discover Weekly all the time, which has always been funny to me. When it pops up, because it's oh shit, that's our people.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us, sort of.
Our Starlight Car theme song is actually another song. It's one of the Melt Channel songs, but it's it's one they personally remixed for us, which is really cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So thank you, Melt Channel.
Thank you, Melt Channel.
For helping us, we appreciate it.
Very supportive of us.
Yeah, and you can support them at meltchannel.bandcamp.com. And I think that does it. If anyone wants to plug anything, now's your time. If you want to.
Hi, I'm Scott Bloodborne on Twitter. I have so much shit going on right now. Listen to the Starlight Car. Wrestling on Air is a little bit on hold right now because everyone's doing life stuff, but we are available now on Spotify. So you can listen there if that's what you've been holding out for some reason. That's our comedy wrestling podcast. Episode 69 will happen soon. We're planning. We're trying to plan. Things are very chaotic. But aside from that, I am also doing Shootcast Jabroni Delivery, which is an actual play podcast where me and my friends from the Hogcast Speedy Delivery are playing the World Wrestling RPG. I play a character named Broken Mike. He is the class The Wasted, and the drug he is addicted to is sadness. And he rides a skateboard. Oh. He's the best.
Bam Margera is all I can think about.
My point of reference for him is have you ever seen emo edits of Bart Simpson?
Mm-hmm.
It's
unfortunately.
that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's that. That's what it is. That's what I made that character to be.
Incredible.
And that's available. That's available on patreon.com/hogcast.
Nice. LV, do you got anything?
Not really. support your local fried chicken.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Like I'm like up here in the northeastern United States. They're called like up here around these parts. They're called like either Kennedy Fried Chicken or Crown Fried Chicken. You know what I'm talking about if you know what.
Yeah.
So do that. They're usually great. They're pretty cheap too.
Oh, we have a great like wing place here that's fucking exceptional. We have a bunch, but there's like one I go to for lunch very regularly. I went to it like twice this week, and then I'm gonna do it again next week. We've already planned it.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, support them. Like, unfortunately, like the ones around here, they have a stigma to them because, you know, they're like in neighborhoods where, like, unfortunately, like, crime rate's not great, you know, etc. But, like,
stigma.
Yeah, there is a stigma.
It's just funny to me. It's just like, oh, haven't you heard about that fried chicken place? I don't know. Oh,
no. But hey, if it's like safe, if it's daylight, go for it. Get that chicken sandwich.
No night chicken
and just run the fuck out of there.
Chicken.
No night chicken in this parts. God.
Oh. All right, Spencer, do you have any local businesses you want to plug or anything at all?
I'm good.
Okay.
Just people, stay safe out there, folks.
Stay safe.
Drive safe. Walk safe. Be safe.
Where can we find you on Twitter?
At solairhazard.twitter. Whatever.
Okay, you have a whole website. Cool.
Yeah. No. It's just solairhazard.
Okay.
On Twitter.
And
Solaire, like the Dark Souls character.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I asked you why you played Dark Souls earlier. That was kind of stupid. Whatever.
We should all play Dark Souls.
We should all play Dark Souls.
Okay, I'll play 3. Scott can play 1.
I'll keep playing Daughters of Ash at some point.
Okay.
People keep asking me to stream more of that, even though nobody watched it.
I wanted to, but I was very busy at the time.
That's
you
fine.
know what? I can't keep going on this. I'm at Horngal on Twitter. Okay, go. That's the show. It's done. It's the show. It's the show. We're not going to go hit 3 hours because we're going to start talking about, like, I don't know, some sort of like delicatessens or something that lives fucking around or whatever. I don't. All right. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Chugga.
Or morning.
There. Now we can see. Now we're just gonna keep going, and now we're just gonna say
we're good. That's it.
I just say it.
No,
All right, stop.
Done.